Hello, everyone. Mr. South London, Mrs. Winthrop of Surrey. A lot of Mrs. and Misters, huh? Draculum, Richard Smith, Jape, Anik, Martin, Dandelion Gum, Navia. Oh my god, Draculum. A lot of cool people already in here. I arrived. I'm a couple of minutes late. I'm sorry about that. It's difficult to explain, but I have a lot of shit with me because today we'll also be doing a protest afterwards. Against fur and against foie gras. So I have a lot of shit with me because I'm the only one carrying all of this. So you can imagine that when I walked on a bike, I had, let me show you. I had two of these on my bike, just to be clear, two of these on top of gigantic signs and other material. So yeah. Hello, Martin. I went to a market to a totally different village than normally. Nice. Yeah, so let me put the signs and let's start this. I also, I mean, I went to the bathroom before leaving home, but I forgot to go one last time as I normally do. And I feel like it's gonna come during the outreach. And there's nothing I can do about it, so I'll be fucked basically, but that's okay. We'll deal with it when it comes. Let's not overthink it, shall we? Okay. Jost biking. Pretty much, yeah. Jost biking. I was thinking of wearing it like this, but it would have been even more uncomfortable. It was pretty uncomfortable as I rode anyway, but it's okay. We survive. There's worse situations to be in. Here the heat has gone away and it's 20-ish degrees now and overcast. It's the same Anik here, finally. It was still pretty warm last night up until like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., but it's considerably better now. So, yeah, I'm happy. The weather's finally okay. I'm probably gonna sleep great tonight, hopefully. Looks nice and cool. Yeah, it's perfect temperature. It's 20 degrees, 21, I think, maybe 22. I want to get a driver's license, but how can one afford that without a job? Says Linda. Does a driver's license cost, or does you mean like the card itself? I can imagine that doesn't cost too much, or do you mean like the school, driving school that costs? You guys want to try a social experiment? Are you okay?
What kind of experiment are you doing?
Just asking you some questions. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yes, okay.
What's your name?
My name is Naimi. Nice to
Naimi,
meet
I'm
you.
Chip. Nice to meet you. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals. I have 3 cats at my house, so I'm also interested in also the other animals. So for me are very important. So I would like also to preserve them.
Okay. Do you think animals deserve respect from us?
Yes, of course.
Do you think we can respect animals while at the same time us exploiting them?
Pardon?
Do you think we can respect animals while simultaneously exploiting them?
Yes, of course.
You think we can do both at the same time?
No, sorry. Sorry.
Sure. What do you think about animal exploitation?
That's a hard theme, but I think that the animals should be also always respect, and there
Do you
is.
think is killing animals respectful?
It depends.
It depends.
I think it depends because eating animals, it's a sort of ancestral needs by human.
So do you think we need to consume animal products?
I do.
So
And
if I show you empirical evidence that we can thrive on a plant-based diet, would you still consider that we need to consume animal products?
probably yes, but I think that could be the difference could be made by how to kill the animal.
What would
Uh,
convince you that we don't need to consume animal products?
because we always do that.
We've
Uh,
also always, like 100 years ago, you could have made the statement that women never had rights, so why,
Yes,
why
yes,
give
of
them,
course,
right?
of course.
So just because we've been doing something for a long time, do you think that means we should continue doing it?
Things always can change.
Yeah.
And I hope always getting better.
So
But
what would convince you that you can be healthy without consuming animal products?
I don't know, I could be probably also healthier without consuming animals, but
So doesn't that mean it's extremely disrespectful to choose to take their life?
probably yes.
Because we don't need it then, right?
Yeah. Yes, it's a sort of egoism, I
Yeah.
think. But I think there is a war inside the human being that between choosing the taste of an animal or be of being probably um, respectful to all of them,
So what do you think is more important, your taste or their life?
their life obviously.
Okay, okay. But so then I don't care what you did going in the past, but do you think that going forward you can still say that you love or respect animals while at the same time consuming animal products?
Probably is how can I say in English? It's a contrasenso.
It's a contradictive. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
contradiction.
contradiction. Yes,
Yeah.
but
So which one would be the truth then? Would it be that you respect animals or that you don't?
probably the most sensitive things should be stop eating them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, let's just touch upon one thing, because it's not just about eating them; it's all animal products. Take for instance dairy cows. Do you know why cows produce milk? Do you know why cows produce milk?
Yeah, because they are always getting pregnant. I
Exactly.
know.
Exactly. So who do you think gets them pregnant? Do you think they get pregnant when they
No,
want?
that's horrible. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
So,
In
so
fact,
who do you think gets them pregnant? Do you think the farmer gets them pregnant, or do you think they get pregnant when they want it?
that's just for profit.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So they impregnate them. When the babies are born, they separate them from their mothers. Do you know why they do that? Why?
Because when the little cows, the calf, have been taken from their mothers, I know that the little ones get cooked. They get killed for being cooking.
But why
The
do you think they take them from the mother? Like, what's the reason for separating them from their mother?
because they drink the milk.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And if they're male, you're right. They kill them. And if they're female, every year they impregnate them, take away their babies, use them for milk, repeatedly year over year. And at the age of 6 or 8, they kill them. Do you know why they kill them at that age? Cows can live 24 years, so it's a third of their lifespan
I really don't know.
because they can't get them pregnant. Is that respectful? No. Is that something you
think
want to
so.
be part of?
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So is it something you want to be part of?
No,
No.
no. In fact, I'm trying to reduce always, step by step, the consuming of the meat or the milk.
Or cheese?
Or
or anything?
yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this then, because if this whole story that I told you was about humans, and you could choose a different product that doesn't do this to humans, would you still say I'll reduce it so only some humans suffer, where they're forcefully impregnated, babies taken, babies killed, and all of this, or would you stop immediately?
I really don't know because this is a big question. Also because if we see the global situation in a way or in another, you will find the same. But I think that the war is the same more or less.
Yeah.
Because you
But you're
don't
not
you don't kill
actively-
the children to eat them, obviously.
But you're not actively making the world that way, right? Like if you had the choice between making the world like that or making the world not like that, what would you choose?
I will probably choose the war to get better
Yeah.
always, so to
Yeah.
stop eat them.
Yeah, so in this situation, if you would find out that what I said was about humans, that they are impregnated, that they have their babies taken from them, would you consider continuing until you want to stop, maybe take a month or two, however long it takes, or would you stop immediately?
Stop immediately, obviously.
Don't you
But-
think the same respect deserves,
Yes, of
animals
course,
deserve
but
the same respect?
that's a hard part of the human being, I think. So I think that the step by step, it's always a step.
Yeah.
And even though you are not stopping from today till tomorrow, but it's always a step ahead. I
So-
think that's always
No, of course, like right, like if I choose to kill, if I kill a human being every single day, and I only kill a human being on Thursdays, then it's obviously better, but it's still bad for every single
I
human being
know.
that will follow, right?
I know that's quite strange, but I think that should be this way.
So how many more animals should be exploited and killed for you from now on?
I hope very very little.
Very little.
Yeah.
If you
because
were in their shoes, would you accept that as a saying?
I think that they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
I hope, I really hope, also as a human being, that one day, I hope not so far, the human being will not exist anymore because we are too bad.
So let me give you a card because I feel we're ready to end the conversation. So
Okay.
if you scan this QR code, there's a video called Dominion or
Okay.
the most important speech you'll ever hear. Can you promise me you'll watch one of these two?
Yes, of course.
And until then, can you promise me to not eat any animal products?
I will try.
Come on, it's until you watch a video, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, have
Have
a
a
nice
good
day.
one. Cheers. I'm very dehydrated, but I'm afraid to drink water. Because then I might need to go to the bathroom, and I don't know how to do that with all this shit. Yeah. Can't quite put the product, but can't quite put the animal products away yet. Pretty common. Yeah. That's what it is, isn't it? Sometimes I wonder if the conversations we have on Discord or the conversations we have there are actually more truthful than the conversations we have here. What kind of chips does that chip guy talk about? Well, we talk about chips that don't oppress animals. We're here to, reject animal exploitation. Pause the stream and go to the bathroom, says Linda. Linda, I guess you weren't here for the beginning when I said that. I came with something like this, 2 of these, big cards, and a lot of other stuff. I have a lot of stuff on me because we're going to a protest afterwards. So, yeah. So it's kind of difficult to do that. I don't even know if you can pause the stream. That's a good question. Are,
Hello, what are you doing your social experiment about?
I'm asking you some questions about animals. You want to try it?
Sure.
How old are you?
18.
18? Okay. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Live. Alright.
You want to come here so
How
that you're
many
in view?
people are watching?
100?
Cool.
You want to come here so that you're in view? What's your name?
Maria.
Maria, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Romania.
Romania. Oh, I'm also from Romania. There you go. No, not okay.
Super.
But we'll speak in English because the whole audience
Yeah.
is in English. So, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do
Okay.
you feel about animals?
How do I feel about animals? Well, I like them, not in a weird way.
Not you like them, okay? Do you think animals deserve to not be exploited by us?
Well, it's a pretty cool idea, yeah?
Yeah. Do you think that animals are exploited by us in the production of animal
Oh,
products, for
definitely.
example? Yeah. Do you think you have some responsibility in the matter?
Everybody does.
Like, do you? Well, I don't because I don't pay for it. But do you think you can choose to stop paying for this type of exploitation?
You can choose a bit, but not so much. For example, some soaps have fat cow in them.
You can choose
cow
a different
fat,
soap,
whatever.
right?
You can't know all of the products that exploit animals. That's the bad thing.
There is a sign that says if the product was using animals or not.
Hmm.
It says vegan.
It says vegan, but most of them are vegan, and then there's some like nitpicky animal product that nobody considers animal but still is.
Sure, but let's imagine that
Mostly.
if you accidentally have some products, whatever, it is what it is, right? Like you got to do your best. But do you think you are doing your best when you are choosing to buy, I don't know, meat, eggs, dairy products or stuff like that?
I don't really purchase meats because I'm vegetarian, but I think that I'm doing okay choices. I'm somewhere in the middle of the population, so I'm not being the most exploitative, so to say, but also not the most animal-friendly person there is.
Okay, so do you think you're being in any way respectful towards animals when you're paying for them to be sexually exploited, raped, killed, all this kind of stuff?
That's dramatic.
Well, we can talk about it. Well, you know,
I
why do
know
cows produce
how it
milk?
happens. I know how it happens. Yeah, that's
So you know they get raped, right?
Yeah, they do.
So then
I
why
know.
is it dramatic?
It's just a dramatic way to put it.
Is it the
But
dramatic
it's
way
the
to put it?
truth.
Is it if it's the truth? I don't know.
You can put the truth in a
Do
dramatic
we want to
way.
whitewash it and say they get artificially inseminated?
Oh, that sounds fancy.
It sounds fancy, but the truth is without their consent, somebody's penetrating them, right? So, do you think that's fair?
I don't think it's fair for any being to do
Okay.
that. Like,
Do you think it's fair that the babies are taken away from them so that they don't drink the milk?
well, no,
Do you
obviously.
think it's fair that the babies are killed?
They're killed.
Yeah. If
I-
the baby is male, they're useless to the industry, so they're killed.
Oh,
Do you think it's fair?
obviously not. Like, any life being wasted is not fair.
And do you think that the cows, when they can no longer get pregnant, which usually happens at a third of their lifespan, they also get killed? Do you think that's fair?
Well, it's not fair to kill before before the time is to come. But
And do you think you as a person can be a fair person, which I'm assuming you want to be, while simultaneously choosing to do unfair things?
I don't think you can be a fair person in today's society at all.
I think you can
Not
if
even
you're
if you
choosing
try.
to do fair things.
Unless you move to the mountains and produce everything yourself, including your clothes, your heat, your water, everything, you cannot be a
So
fair
okay, let me
person.
put it this way. If you in front of you had a product that chooses to exploit animals and one that doesn't, why would you choose the one that chooses to exploit animals?
Well, you wouldn't choose it if it was this simple. It's not this simple right
it is.
now.
Animal
because-
products exploit animals.
Okay, but let's take non-animal products. Let's take the packaging. Or let's go completely to a different
But all
direction.
of that is
For
the same
example,
problem. All of that is the same problem with all the rest of the products also. So it's pretty clear that if you have a problem with packaging, packaging will be an issue also with animal products. If you have a problem with transport, transport will be an issue also with animal products.
so many
So why
issues.
exactly? How is that relevant to the situation? Because one is clearly not exploiting animals, and one is. So why would you choose the one that is exploiting animals?
well, sometimes the one that is not exploiting animals might exploit humans. Take clothes, for example.
Not more than
that
the
are-
one that does animal products.
You don't know that unless you go to the factory. So
I do know
this
that
is why
for
I'm,
sure.
This is why I'm saying that unless you move to the mountains and turn off your internet and completely produce everything yourself, you can choose more or less animal
Okay.
exploitation.
Would
Not-
you like to be part of the solution or the problem?
just everybody wants to be part of the solution.
Okay, so then let me ask you this. When a system depends on exploitation, do you think you can be part of the solution when you're paying for that system to continue?
Well, obviously not.
Okay, but when a system contains exploitation, if you're paying for that system, are you still part of the problem? No, you're not. Because
No.
a system that contains exploitation is to improve, not be eradicated. A system that depends on exploitation needs to be eradicated. Because there's no other way that the system can exist.
If it includes exploitation as a key part, then you cannot be completely ethical
But
anyways.
absolutely none of it is it has a key part included in it, right? Exploitation is not a key part. If you have a clothes, like you say that some children are used for the production of clothes, you reject buying those clothes, you reject buying those electronics. Those kids will no longer be used for labor. They will still be used for labor, but for different products. So that's not a problem that gets resolved by you rejecting the product. That's a problem that gets resolved by you appealing to the human rights issues, to United Nations, to those governments. It's a different type of issue. Whereas in this situation, when a system depends on exploitation, if you reject it, the exploitation gets reduced.
Okay, let's say, so keep in mind that I'm a vegetarian, so I'm already not having meat products. But let's say
It's the same. It doesn't
everybody stops eating meat products. They wouldn't kill the animals for that anymore.
Well,
but
they kill them for dairy, which is dairy is the cruelest thing ever. Like at
Okay.
least for meat, they get killed before they get repeatedly impregnated.
Yeah, but let's say they didn't kill them for anything anymore. How much farmland would it take to feed everyone that's currently feeding on dairy and animal products?
4 times less.
4 times less.
Yeah.
Less, you say. And how
Yeah.
much labor? More labor.
Well, obviously less because when it comes to animal products, we have to farm more crops to feed the animals. So any type of labor will be increased, of course, because there's more crops. We have to transport more crops. If your issue is with the
So
transport,
CO2 emissions?
will be considerably less. Yeah.
Less.
Yeah,
And where'd
because
you get
again,
these numbers from? What's
IPCC.
your usual- Okay.
the Intergovernmental Panel for
I know.
Climate Change. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty simple because again, when we grow an animal to feed them, we have to grow crops also for them. So if we grow the crops directly ourselves, obviously the environmental footprint will be lower. But does that matter to you?
I'm just curious about it.
What do you think matters more, human rights or environment?
Both rights, honestly. All rights, honestly.
So would you kill a human to save the environment?
Kill a human. I wouldn't kill a human to begin with.
To save the environment?
Just one human to save the planet.
To save the environment?
The environment specifically.
Yeah.
It's not the planet. I
To
wouldn't kill a
reduce
human.
would you kill a human to reduce CO2 emissions?
That sounds so brutal. I wouldn't. I'm not really digging that.
Would you do it?
By myself with a knife, or how kill them? No, I wouldn't do it.
Press a button and then they die.
No.
No, you wouldn't do it. Would you kill an animal to reduce CO2 emissions?
I know.
So then it's pretty clear that on top of what the environment or CO2 emissions is, all this conversation, on top of that, we put human rights and animal rights above it. So why even bring it up into the discussion? Because even if it were bad for the environment for us to adopt a plant-based diet, we should still do it because it's not the animal's fault that we have to be the way that we are. They shouldn't be brought to existence only to be exploited and killed for us.
Okay, but if you don't care about the environment but you care about
I
animals.
care about both.
Yeah, but if
I'm
you
just saying one is more
sacrifice the
important.
environment for the animals, animals
You're not
live in
doing
the
that, though.
environment.
That was just a hypothetical scenario,
Okay.
as I said. And in this hypothetical scenario, animals live in the environment. But what I'm saying is we do not need to bring animals into existence, exploit them, and then kill them.
Okay, what's the conclusion you want to reach? I just want to see where you're standing.
Well, I'm pretty clear an environmentalist. I'm a feminist, and I'm a what do you call them? A humanist and animal rights activist. So obviously, I fight for the rights of animals. But do you think you can be any of these when you consume animal products?
But what's your conclusion? Like, what's the
Because if you say that
main
you're,
idea that
let's
you
put it
stand
this
on
way:
right
if you
now?
say you're an environmentalist but you choose to consume animal products, you're obviously not doing your best. If you say that you're that you say you're a feminist, but you're disregarding the exploitation that females in the animal kingdom are used for, because only the females are exploited for milk, right? Their female reproductive organs, the production of milk, all of this is because they're females. So I don't know if you can be a feminist, but it depends on how you see the word feminist. Personally, I see it as across, regardless of species. And if you think you can care about animal rights while simultaneously, of course, paying for them to be exploited and killed, obviously you don't. So my question is, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be the person who cares about animals and animal rights?
your
or do you want to
conclusion
be
is a
on the other
question.
side? Yeah, well, I'm not here to draw conclusions. I'm here to have conversations with people, trying to get them to change, to no longer oppress animals. So what is it that you want to do? You want to continue oppressing animals?
continue? Well, I don't think there's any way I can fully avoid it in my life. I'm doing my best at this moment.
You
with-
can choose to not buy animal products.
I don't usually buy stuff who's much cheaper than cheese, so. But
So do you buy animal products?
sometimes, yeah,
So why not choose not to buy them?
because I sometimes need food, like
But you don't need animal products.
eggs, for example.
You don't need eggs.
I'm making a birthday cake. What can I replace eggs with?
In a cake?
Yeah.
What do you use the egg for? For the fluffiness or for the clinginess?
Both.
Okay, you can use chia seeds. Have you heard of
Chia
a chia
seeds.
egg? Yeah. Or flax seeds if you're really on the budget, and it's even better. So you put 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, 2 tablespoons of water, mix them together, and you get a jellified thing that you can use instead of eggs.
There you go. I'll try that in the future. Actually.
There's several solutions. You can use ChatGPT, Google, all of this. But does
Oh,
any of it?
ChatGPT. Glad you brought it up. That's very against the environment. If you're
Well,
an
no, it
environment,
isn't. One ChatGPT search is actually less for the environment than you eating cheese. So
it's still using a lot of water. So if you're an environmentalist, you should avoid ChatGPT at all.
I avoid
costs.
the image creation. I don't avoid the usage because one ChatGPT search is equal to one Google search. It's pretty.
No, it's
familiar.
much more than a Google
Sure,
search.
sure. It is much more if you say so. The data that I looked at said that they were comparable. It doesn't even matter. If you show me otherwise, I will choose and spend my time making different choices. But at the end of the day, I ask you yet again, what morally? Well, I didn't ask you, but I'll ask you. What morally justifies exploiting and slaughtering animals for something that you don't need?
Well, if I'm going to see it from a cold perspective, so like far away, somewhere over there, animal exploitation is justified by the food chain.
So it's just to exploit animals for an optional. And the food chain. Do you know what the food chain is?
Yeah,
What is it?
survival of the fittest, basically.
It's not, no. So the food chain is actually proves exactly why a plant-based diet is better for the environment, because the food chain is not a measurement of power. It's a measurement of how energy flows in an ecosystem, and it's actually a food web because it's not a chain. You can extract from that web a single chain, but even when you extract that single chain, all that it proves is that the individuals who eat the plants and plant-based products get a lot of energy, and the individuals after them get way less energy in the process. So but if it were a measurement of power, do you think that if you have power over somebody, that justifies oppressing them?
That's very general of a statement, but
Well,
it
that's
doesn't
what you're
necessarily
saying, right?
justify. But if you, yeah, I'm saying it from a cold perspective, so it's not my own opinion. It's just what justifies. You didn't ask what justifies it for me, just in general. and
What
that's-
does it mean from a cold perspective?
Like far away.
Far away.
Persona
so,
tria.
So yeah, but is it your opinion or whose opinion is this?
No, in my opinion, no type of oppression is justified. It all happens. The world is a shitty place, and it does happen.
So no type of oppression is justified. So does that mean that when you buy an animal product, it is unjustified for you to commit that form of oppression?
I haven't thought about that through and through yet, so I cannot answer your question because I do not have an informed opinion on that.
You don't have to think about it too much, do you?
You do have to think about it. There's many angles to consider.
Is it oppression to...
It's such a deep question. You can't just answer it on a whim while you're on your way to the pharmacy like I am.
You said oppression is unjustified.
Yeah.
When you buy an animal product, you do recognize you're supporting oppression, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It depends where you get it from. If you get it from a farm, it's quite a nice product to get, for example.
Why? Because
From
if
a
they
local
if
farm
they
shop.
grape the cows locally, it's okay.
They are much less cruel in farms.
Like, why would you think that? You're from Romania.
Yeah.
I saw it
My
in...
grandparents
Yeah,
have
I
cows
saw my
and they're
grandpa
quite
do it.
alright.
Yeah, they do exactly the same.
Mine didn't. We
Yeah,
had
they
way
do.
less
You just
cheese,
haven't seen
but-
it. You just haven't seen it because when I saw it by going intentionally there to see what they're doing. But they tried to keep me away from it.
All right.
But they do it. You do
I
realize they
haven't
do
seen it.
impregnate
This
them.
is why I'm saying I'm not yet well informed enough to take a decision
Okay.
and to have a certain standpoint and answer to your question.
So, but regardless, even if you think that they do it in a nice way or whatever, it's still animal exploitation. You're still using the animal for your benefit when you don't need to, and against their detriment, because the minute that the animal no longer produces, as you've seen, including in Romania, they kill them.
I haven't seen.
Now, what
I mean-
happens if the cow no longer produces milk? Do you think they keep them?
They feed it and kill it, yeah.
Yeah, they kill them, exactly.
But everybody knows.
So how is that moral?
I'm not saying it is. I just have to think about this a bit
So
more.
is it moral?
I said a bit more. I have to think about this a bit more. I cannot answer your question, and this, exactly what you're talking about, so being a vegan and everything, is such a great debate that you cannot just compress it to fun, short-form content for TikTok.
Well,
and just...
it's not about content. It's about me trying to speak to people. But like, what exactly is there to think about? Like, what is the negative side of it?
I think I must go now because I do have to get to the pharmacy because I'm sick
Yeah.
and I have to fix that. But this was a nice talk, and
Let me give you a card before you go. So there's two videos here. The Minion and the most important speech you'll ever hear. Can you promise me you'll watch one of these two?
I'll watch it. Right.
And
If
until
I have
then, can you
internet.
promise me no more animal products until you watch these two?
All right.
Okay,
I
thank
don't
you.
think ibuprofen has animal product.
God, I did not like her. I'm sorry, everybody. She was a little bit of a know-it-all, wasn't she? I'm sorry, I was judging her just now, but I just felt like every single question I asked, she tried dodging it and tried to be politically correct about it. Like, what the hell is this? Can you just for a second open up and answer a question? Why is it so difficult to answer a damn question? Anyway, I don't really have a lot of patience for people like that. She had a very arrogant look on her face. It felt a little bit, I don't know if it was arrogance or maybe it's, you're live. Also, all of the thing going towards clothes, going towards there's no such thing, you're exploiting anybody anyway. All of this nirvana fallacy, appeal to futility or whatever she once was committing over there. Hello, Benji. It's good to be back. Yeah. Hello, Erwin. And Benji, please don't. Let's do a minimum moderating today. You had way worse people on this channel. No, yeah, for sure, Ben. Way worse. I agree with you. I just feel like, to me personally, like the worst type of person to outreach is not the one who is right at the other end of it, right? It's the one who's in the middle of it, and like she's in the middle of it. She was really in the middle because she was like, I kind of know what I'm doing is wrong, but I don't want to admit it. I kind of know that I have some responsibility in the matter, but I don't want to admit it. I kind of know that I pay for animal exploitation, but I don't want to admit it. I kind of know that one is better than the other, but I don't want to admit it. Like all of this was just like, it's just like that middle where I like, where you really want to, like vegetarian also, right? Like I'm doing something, but I'm not doing enough, like it's, yeah. Hi. You want to try the social experiment?
Sure.
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Sure.
How old are you?
18.
18. Okay, that's okay. You can come here. I'll just ask you some questions about animal, but you want to come here so that you're in view? What's your name?
Lara.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Lara.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
How do you feel about animals?
I like them.
You like
They're
animals?
pretty good.
Yeah. What do you mean by you like animals?
I do some marine conservation stuff, like with sea shepherd. I like conservation. I like
Oh,
animals.
that's cool. That's cool. You like conservation. Okay. Do you think animals should have the right to not be enslaved by us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds
do you,
pretty good.
Do you think animal agriculture enslaves animals?
Possibly. Depends where you are, what company you're talking about.
Do you think there's any way to farm animals without enslaving them?
What animals are we talking about specifically?
Whatever animals they are.
Maybe. There is possibly a way, but we haven't discovered it yet.
Yeah. So any form of farming that we're doing, we're essentially enslaving animals, right?
Yeah. There are sustainable farms. They do exist, but they're privately owned. Nothing commercial is sustainable.
Animal farming,
Yeah.
sustainable in what way?
Your
Environmentally, you mean?
the chickens that your friend has in their backyards, that's pretty sustainable.
Environmentally or what?
Environmentally and just morally.
Is it morally sustainable to use an animal without their consent?
If it's living in your backyard and it's your pet chicken and you're taking good care of it, and that's sustainable. Individual homesteads are sustainable.
So if I do the same to a human, it's okay. If I keep you in my backyard, and whenever you get your period, I cook it and eat it. That's what the egg
that'd
is
be
for a
pretty
chicken.
gross.
That'd be
but
pretty
yeah.
gross, yeah. I would assume the chicken also thinks it's pretty gross that we eat their
If
periods.
the chicken was to leave, then it's the same as a rescue. You can't put something out into the world that is habituated to where you are. They won't survive. If I just put the chicken out on the street, then the chicken doesn't exist anymore. These creatures have been bred and evolved for this purpose. They won't survive any other way.
But how about if the chicken doesn't want you to take their eggs?
Then they stop laying eggs. It's like bees. Bees
Is
don't
that how
lay-
it works? Because biologically they lay eggs, but maybe mentally they don't want you to take it.
What about bees?
Bees should also not be exploited, right?
Bees give their honey willingly. If they don't like a hive, they'll leave.
They don't leave their honey willingly.
They do.
That's not true.
They noticed that if a hiver, a beekeeper, whatever the word is taking a certain amount of honey, they make more to produce that. And if they don't like an area they're in, they will leave. Bees are the most probably sustainable farm to exist. I believe in
How can they live when they follow the queen bee, and the queen beekeepers literally cut their wings off so that they don't leave?
If they don't like the queen, they'll kill her and leave. If they don't like the situation they're in, they'll go find a new queen in the wild.
So what you're
They do
saying?
it all the time.
So what you're
Beekeepers
saying
lose the whole
essentially
farm.
is that if a beekeeper takes the bees, goes into an area where they don't have enough food to scavenge, then the bees will leave.
What do you mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll leave if they don't like the area they're in.
Sure. I don't know enough about beekeeping, so
No.
I just think it's wrong to abuse even bees. But let's go with the other animals. Do you consume any animal products?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, outside of
fish
backyard
usually.
eggs. Oh, fish. Oh,
That's
but
vegetarian.
so wait a minute. If you care about sea conservation and you eat fish, is that not a
If you fish it
contradiction?
yourself and you know where it comes from, yeah. If you're buying it from the shop elsewhere, I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I eat tuna from the store as well, and I'd like to not, but yeah.
But what about the rights of animals? Do you not care about their right to live, their right to not be exploited?
Yeah, I care about that.
You care? So if I care about your right to not be exploited or to not be attacked by a human and I attack you, can I say that I care about your rights?
Well, maybe it's cognitive dissonance. I'm not doing the attacking, and I try as much as I can to eat sustainably and live sustainably, but in some economies it's just not possible.
But what if I pay somebody to do it for me?
Yeah,
attack you.
that's the cognitive dissonance. It's still not right. I
still
agree.
not
I
right,
agree.
yeah.
In a utopic world, we would be vegan for sure. Everyone would be. But then a lot of species wouldn't exist, and a lot of the creatures we have now would just be put down anyway.
What species wouldn't exist exactly?
Any domestically bred chickens that grow to a size and then they just can't walk. The sheep have to be sheared. If they don't, they'll just grow too big.
So
you know.
all the animals that we created to suit our needs,
Yeah,
right?
all of
Do you have a
those.
problem with pugs disappearing? You know, the ones who have
Oh
a
no,
problem?
those need to disappear.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
so they
horrible.
need to disappear because
Yeah.
of their problems breeding. So
Yeah,
what
but
about all
doesn't
the...
mean I'm going to go around shooting pugs.
No, so what about all the dairy cows who are inseminated and who, when they produce a lot of milk, their back hurts, they produce way too much milk? How about all the chickens that you claim are treated nicely, who produce an egg every single
Yeah.
day when essentially a chicken in the wild would produce 15 eggs per year, not
Yeah.
300? So obviously all these animals are not in a good place of existence, right? They
Oh,
do
for sure
suffer because we selectively bred them to be the way they are. So why would we have an issue with them disappearing. First of all, I don't think they would disappear because we can still have sanctuaries to keep them alive.
Yeah,
but
I guess.
why would them disappearing be a problem anyway?
Or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. What is the bottom line that you're trying to argue? What is your bottom
I'm
point?
not necessarily trying to argue. I'm trying
just have a
to get
conversation.
people to change, right? Because I fight for the rights of animals, as I say, right? And you are actively paying against the animals' rights. So I'm trying to help you stop, right? Because you say you care about animals, you like them, you fight for conservation. So
I would love to be vegan, maybe
yeah.
one day.
So why not today? How many more animals should be exploited and killed for you?
I try to be as sustainable as I can. I'm in a foreign country. There's certain countries like Japan you can't expect to be catered to. I just came from there not long ago. Like they just, it's not part of the culture, it's not part of the economy, it's not financially available. It's really expensive to live that type of life. I try to fish, I try to do
How
what
would you
I
know
can.
if you didn't try it?
I have tried it. I went vegan for like a week and it was expensive. At home. In Australia.
In Australia, not in Japan, because you said
Not
in
in
Japan
Japan.
it's difficult.
Yeah, like there are just certain
So
places
in Japan
it's
it may not be
feasible.
difficult. You just don't know. You just
Well,
assumed it could be difficult.
I'd have friends over there, but
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
So who is it more difficult? Is it more difficult for you or the animals that go to slaughter for you?
Definitely the animals. Yeah.
Okay. So then
Maybe one day.
how
I agree.
Maybe you agree, but like if I agree that women should be respected, and I'm the one who's, I don't know, disrespecting women every single day, and you tell me, hey, women should be respected, and then I say, I agree, maybe someday. Is that a good enough thing to do?
I just try to do my part, little by little. It's not everything you can do.
Okay, so if the forceful insemination, the separation of babies, the killing of babies, the killing of the animals themselves, if that were to happen for humans, and you would have a choice between paying for humans for this to happen to humans, or for this to happen to animals, like you do now, which one would you choose? No, sorry, not which one would
What?
you choose. So if everything that happens to animals were to happen for humans, and instead of animal products, we would have human products, without you knowing, and I would tell you, and you would find out, would you still say at the same time, yeah, I'm going to continue paying for some humans to be killed for me, some humans to be exploited for me, when I could always choose something else?
You can't always choose something else, but yeah.
In this
I
situation,
see
you
what you're
can.
saying. Sure. If someone gave me the means to live a vegan life, I would. I
Okay.
guess.
So if I give you resources to help you adopt a plant-based diet within your means, within your budget, within your area, is there anything holding you back from adopting a plant-based diet today?
I would try. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So how many more animals should be exploited and slaughtered for you?
Until I can feasibly change my lifestyle. It's not going
Well,
to be
if
as much of a
if I give you that today, how many more should that be?
zero, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So if you scan this QR code, there's a thing there called
My
Challenge
phone
22.
doesn't do that. It's a Nokia.
That's okay. I'll give you this. You
Okay.
have the URL here, and this is the code that appears there. There's a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook
Okay.
you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day and help you adopt a plant-based diet for free.
Okay,
Okay. So no more animals exploited for you?
I will try.
Okay. I feel like when you say I will try,
I will try as much as I physically can in an
Okay.
environment where I don't cook my own meals and I live in a hostel. So, you know.
So wait a minute. You live in a hostel here in Amsterdam,
Well, I go between places. I'm a traveler.
and do you live in all of these places? Do you eat in all of these places,
Yeah.
or do you eat out?
I eat in all the places. I eat as cheap as I can.
You eat as cheap as you
I
can.
will try. I can tell you that. It's been nice talking to you.
Okay. I just want no more animals to be exploited. So
Me too.
have a good one.
You too.
Another person in the middle, huh? We're gonna have a lot of middle people today, everybody. Get ready. She was in Japan just now. And she said it's difficult to be vegan there, but she didn't try to be vegan. She tried to be vegan in Australia. Yeah, I don't know. Chip, I would ask people what convinced you that we don't need to eat animals. It's an open question. Ben, I asked this the previous person. It's an open question. It's way too hard to answer somebody who had never thought about animal rights. I asked that the previous person. I asked them, what would convince you that we don't need to consume animal products? I don't know, man. I really am not feeling it with these people. Let's see. Maybe we get somebody who's a little bit more empathetic. Somebody who doesn't get defensive. I don't know if is it me? I do have the resting bitch face today, huh? Hey, you want to try a social experiment? How old are you?
I'm
18? Okay, are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
18. Yes.
You want to come here so that you interview? What's your name?
Dorina.
Dorina, nice to meet you. I'm Chip. Where are you from?
I'm, well, I just moved from Copenhagen, but I'm like Russian.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Nice, nice. I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I mean, I have a dog, and I love my dog. But oh, and I hate zoos. I actually cried in a zoo because
Why?
I don't know. I just thought about how like the animals are in a cage, and like for us in a house, we feel comfort because that's our place to be. But generally, we can like roam the world in freedom. But for like animals, their home is their nature, and so for that, that is not their like defined as their home because that boundary is too small for them, and I just can't imagine seeing the same thing, doing the same thing every day. So that kind of brings me to, I don't know, feel saddened by it. So I just hate to see it, and I enjoy than watching animals be in freedom, like safaris or just walking in the park and seeing a bird and being, I don't know, like enjoying.
How do you
seeing
feel
that.
about enslaving animals?
Oh, not good at all.
Not good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
What if we give them a lot of space?
well, in some cases it's okay. I think, like with proper care and like,
Does the reason for enslavement matter?
well, could you like provide some reasons for
Sure.
enslavement?
So if you take an animal, give them a lot of space, but do it for conservation, it's one thing. But if you take an animal, give them a lot of space just because you want to take that animal and have them, I don't know, look at them for your entertainment or whatever it is,
Right.
which one would you say is right or wrong?
Well, for conservation reasons, I think that's absolutely okay. So that, like, for example, breeding programs and like endangered species to protect the species. But I think, like, the first thing that comes to mind with enslaving like a species, to look at them, like with people having like tigers, lions at home, it's just like the craziest thing that I can wrap my head around because it's like that's not an animal that you can kind of tame. Like, for example, dogs and cats, the reason that we have them, it goes like way back. Like dogs, they helped with hunters and so on. So it's like a human's best friend, but something more exotic is just not like acceptable to hold them in those kind of boundaries. Like it just doesn't work out for them like that. So it's not a good life for the animals. It's a hard life probably for the owner too, dealing with that animal because it takes a lot of care and probably it's not going to be proper care.
So do you think it's okay to keep animals captive, use them for what you want, and when you can no longer use them, kill them?
Oh, no. That's a heavy question. No, I do not think it's okay to hold the animals captive and just when you're kind of bored of it to kill them. I think, well, like in no way is that acceptable. Maybe there's ways to go around it and to give them out to care. And there's probably programs that care for animals that are no longer wanted or so on. But yeah, in no way is it okay to kill them.
So if we have an animal, do you think it's best to look after our interest or their interest?
Their interest. Our interest is part of their interest. It's like having a child. So if you
Yeah.
have a pet, it's the same thing. You want the best for the dog.
Yeah.
The dog is happy. You're happy. It's kind of a mutual respect, I would say, because I think animals are also sensitive. If you take care of it, it will take care of you.
Okay, and
So-
here comes the tide where most people return. Okay, so
Okay.
be aware that this might something may shift in your mind.
Yeah.
So, what about the cows, chickens, and pigs?
Well,
Do you think we're looking after their interests when we're farming them?
So, okay, there's different kinds of farming, and like I don't have, I would say, like the best education on all of this as a whole, so I won't like provide the top tier information. But I know that, like, for example, farms that have more space and so on, it's more.
Do they kill them when they
acceptable,
cannot?
but they do kill them. Yes, but then again, I kind of like make sense of it in a more historical sense, and like the fact that we were, I don't know, hunters at some point, and it's like,
We needed it at some
yeah,
point.
exactly.
Do you think we need it today?
Well, I was actually having a conversation about being vegan or vegetarian, and the ratio of protein to calories, for example, you need to have a higher intake of calories to get the same intake of protein.
As a plant-based diet? No.
I don't know. I just, like, for me, meat is like the main source of protein, mostly chicken, So yes, and I haven't considered switching. But then again, like when you think about the impacts, for example, environmental, there's a lot of like CO2 release when getting soybeans and oats and all the machinery involved.
Do you think
with
there's
it.
more CO2 emissions for animal
Well,
products?
the cow and all that, like meat production, like that's one of the most methane productive things. But
Chickens, let's say.
chickens have a lower carbon footprint, from what I understand, as compared to cows.
But if I told you that 3 to 10 times more land is needed to grow 1 gram of animal protein versus 1 gram of plant protein.
Yeah. Well, what about like expenses in a supermarket? Are like vegan options and vegetarian options, are they more accessible? Are they cheap? Like let's say per gram of protein?
Yeah, you can definitely be cheaper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like there's studies that it is actually cheaper because when we think about plant-based dishes, we think about meat replacing and
Yeah,
cheese replacement,
exactly.
and those are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But if you have those like once or twice per week, and then you eat just like a healthy whole foods plant-based diet,
Yeah.
you can definitely be within your budget without and with it being cheaper. Actually, I used to consume animal products. I thought it would be expensive. It's actually way cheaper. Yeah. But let's imagine that how to do it, that how to adopt it. I can give you resources. I can give you access to a free certified nutritionist for it. But I'm more interested in, do you understand the need for it? Do you understand why it would be wrong to continue consuming animal products?
Well, I think that it is okay to decrease maybe consumption of animal produce.
Would you say the same about zoos? It's okay to decrease the number of zoos, but not stop. Which one would you say it's
Well, I
important?
think it's like it shouldn't be totally an all or nothing mindset, because I don't know if it's like possible in this world to like all of a sudden just
Not the whole world, yourself, right? Just
yeah,
to be clear.
okay.
Like, what about human rights? Do you think human rights should be fully respected, or they should be, taken step by step until we fully respect them?
Taken step by step until we fully respect.
So you think, in our way towards fully respecting human rights, we should disrespect several humans along the way?
Well, I think as like the nature of human beings, we're not doing all right all the time, and that's why I just think it, like in the perfect world, it'd be amazing to always respect human rights. But I'm thinking, how possible really is it?
But let me be clear, when I mean this, by the way, I don't necessarily mean, obviously, some of the choices we're making will involve some form of human exploitation, maybe even animal exploitation, whatever it is, right?
Right.
I'm not talking about these choices, you're right. When these choices are there, it's very difficult for us to assess, right? When you're faced between buying a t-shirt that was made in India or a t-shirt that was made in China, who's to say which one is better, right? Like maybe there was some exploitation here, like you're lost. But the thing is, when you're buying an animal product, you know for a fact that there was animal exploitation. When you're buying a plant product, you know for a fact there's no animal exploitation. Everything else stays the same. Human exploitation, there might be in both. Plastic might be in both. Environmentally speaking, obviously, the fact that it is plant-based, it will be less of a footprint.
Yeah.
But the sheer fact is that one won't contain animal exploitation and one will, right? So it's pretty simple in that regard.
Okay, but then I have also then a question. When you harvest oats and all the plant-based products, there's usually machinery like trampling all over the fields, and there's like microorganisms living there: insects, frogs, beetles, bugs. I don't know, some kind of the creatures in the ground, and they could be killed and like possibly in this machinery trampling. And do you feel that maybe there's also kind of some animal exploitation?
That is awful. That is awful. So let me explain first of all. So in the animal rights community, we call that yeah, I know you have little time.
Yeah.
So in the animal rights community, we call that a crop deaths argument, right? It's essentially saying because there are animals being killed in the production of crops, then that somehow justifies choosing the other the animal products because, whatever you do, you're going to choose an animal to die, right? That's kind of the logistics behind it. There's no perfect option out there. But if you were to find out, a lot of people don't really realize is that animal agriculture produces more crops than plant agriculture. Because animal agriculture needs to feed the animals to make them grow, then we have to kill them and eat them. So it's obviously way more unproductive. So any form of animals that die in the production of crops, because animal agriculture uses maybe twice, maybe 3 times more crops, that means twice or three times more deaths happen also for those animals, right?
Right.
So I'm not saying adopting
Yeah,
a
no,
plant-based
no.
diet is perfect. It's just the better
There
choice.
is no perfect solution.
There is
in
no
this
perfect
sense.
solution, right? But we
Yeah.
should still aim for the better choices, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can end on that.
So,
note.
so I'll
Thank
ask you
for
one
the
last question and I'll
okay.
let you leave. How many more
Yes.
animals should be exploited on your behalf from now on? What would you wish for?
Well, again, in the perfect world, but I know this is not a perfect world. I would hope that there is no animal exploitation.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
So there's two documentaries here. One is called Dominion, and one is The Most Important Speech You'll Ever Hear. Can you promise me you'll watch one of these two?
Yeah.
Just to learn about animal
Yeah, yeah,
agriculture and
yeah,
what they do.
absolutely.
And until then, can you abstain from eating animal products, just so that you're sure?
For-
It's for your benefit also. Keep in mind, because
Yes,
when
I'll
I
make
when
an
I saw
effort
some
to.
of them, I was like, what the hell have I been doing? We don't realize
Right.
how messed up it is.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much.
you. Thank you so much. And you have resources there to help you adopt a
Yes.
plant-based diet if you
Thank
need. Okay. I think you're there though. Cheers. Have a good one. Not a middle person, but you see, I was. She was a little bit nicer also, but I was also. I'm in tune now with the middle people. F this guy, average Trent, that bad. Why, man? Because I fight for the rights of animals, because I try to get people to understand the perspective that it's wrong to exploit and slaughter animals. Nah, come on. It is wrong. We shouldn't be doing it. Middle of the road today, says Martin. Hell yeah. I'm having beef tonight, yummy. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of you like to talk about the benefit that you get from the animal exploitation that you're supporting. I know a lot of you like to talk about the products that you get out of the violence. How is it that none of you talk about the violence? How is it that none of you talk about the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter? Yeah, you wanna try it?
It's free, right?
Yeah.
So what do you...
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Okay, yeah.
You wanna
Hello.
come here so that you're in view?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Ivan.
Ivan, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Yes. I'm actually Italian, but I live in Cambodia. I'm also a YouTuber. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Italian living in Cambodia. You're the
Yes.
first person I meet this way.
Yeah.
So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
Yeah, I love animals. I think animals should be protected. I don't like in Asia where I live. Sometimes animals are abused, so
Yeah.
I feel bad for animals. Yeah.
What do you mean they're abused? No way.
Like for example, dogs are being killed for their meat.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's horrible because it's bad to kill dogs for their meat.
What about all the other animals killed for meat? Is that okay?
It's also horrible. Yeah.
Do you pay for any animals to be killed for meat?
Of course not.
Oh, so
Yeah.
are you vegan?
I'm not vegan, but I love animals. Yeah.
Is there a contradiction there? If you love animals but you're not vegan, there's a contradiction.
I think wild animals shouldn't be killed. Domestic animals, aside from chicken, I try eating only chicken, which is a bird, not really a mammal. Yeah.
Well, why does that matter? Because they're sentient, right? They have an experience of the world. Do you
Yeah.
think that the fact that they're not the same biological group means that they should somehow be killed?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you have a point there. Yeah.
'Cause
Sure.
from their perspective, do you really think that somebody taking their life for something they don't need is really that different from their perspective?
Yeah, I think so. You have a point. Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
is that what you're trying to aim
Trying to
for?
get people to go vegan.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're doing a good thing, and thanks for inviting me for.
Let me give you a card, okay, before you go, because I see you gotta go. So there's two documentaries here that
Yeah.
appear when you scan this QR code. Can you just promise me you'll watch one of these two?
Okay,
And until
definitely.
then, no animal products until you watch these?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Have a good one. Could have been a really interesting conversation. He said they kill dogs for meat and it's bad. Could have been a really interesting conversation, but he had to go. Trying to respect people at times, you know. I'm going to eat some beef burgers. This made me hungry. Yeah, we know. We know a lot of the times when you see somebody speaking about animal rights, you inherently want to pay for animals to be exploited and slaughtered for you. I know you get so triggered and feel so bad deep inside that you're choosing these products that come out of extreme violence and exploitation, that you're like, ooh, you know what, when I see you raising this point that these animals shouldn't probably be exploited and killed for me, I just want to exploit and kill more animals. Nah, come on, you can do better than that. Don't be that person. Be a little bit mature. Come on, we're all grown-ups here. I hope you are, and if you're a child, I hope you learn that you should be grown up. You should think like a mature person. And maturity implies taking responsibility for your choices, acknowledging that you are responsible for some of the horrors you're creating, and if you can choose to change. Why not? It's not that difficult. It's pretty easy. It's already in the fridge, bro. Yeah, that's what it is. It's already in the fridge. Who put it there? Let's see. Who's gonna put more of it there? Well, we all know who is, right? You are really one of the biggest problems promoting a lot of false information, says Luis Flores. Which false information am I promoting, Luis Flores? Please, name it. I hate to be I literally think misinformation is one of the biggest issues today. So tell me, what misinformation am I spotting? Is it the environmental footprint? Is it the fact that animals are exploited and slaughtered for you? Which one is it? I'm listening. I really don't want to be misinforming people, so maybe you have better data than me. So tell me, what exactly is misinformation, and where are you getting your data from? Because my data is coming from, empirical evidence. Louis, I'm asking you. I don't see you pasting the comments. I have a chat filter here. Okay, I put all the comments now. You really are misinformed people. You have no idea what's really going on. So Louis, tell me what's going on. Read the comments because you really are. Louis, I don't know what to tell you, man. I see you're very, very upset and very triggered, but I'm asking you, what is it? I can't read all the comments. You notice, I urge you to have a little bit of empathy also towards me, because I'm in a place in public, there's a phone, and I only see 4 or 5 comments, and they're all passing fast, okay? So if you have something to say, don't be upset if I don't see what you're saying. I only see 4 or 5 comments as I look to the phone from time to time, but I'm mostly here to speak to people outside on the street and hopefully get you guys to listen to the conversations. I will have conversations with you also, but when I ask you, please repeat it if I don't see it. It's not about you or me dodging or anything, okay? You want to try it?
Yes, of course.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
17. Are you his father? Is he okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Oh my
I
God.
need some consent, yeah. Okay, you want to come here so that you have view? What's your name?
I'm Neo.
Neo, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Chet.
to meet you.
So, Neo, I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I fight for the animals.
Okay.
How do you feel about animals?
What? I don't understand.
How do you feel about animals?
Animals. I feel like they are. I don't know how to say that in English, but intensive farming. That's in French we say maltraitance. I don't know if
It's bad treatment.
Oui, bad treatment.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's really bad. But I want to be like vegan, but that's so hard with family and everything. I feel like when I'm going to be 18 with my own house and everything, I'll be vegan. But right now it's complicated with them or my mom's house.
They don't
everything.
allow you to be vegan? What's going on?
Not allowed, but it's complicated to do 1 meal per person or everything like that.
Yeah. So, okay. So do you understand why you should be vegan?
I don't understand.
You don't understand?
No.
So do you know, because you said you want to be vegan. Why do you want to be vegan?
For the animals,
For the animals.
all the treatment they get. That's
Yeah.
so horrible. I feel like if animals are like humans, all animal beings and human are animal beings. They are equals.
Yeah.
Like for me, the life of a chicken or a cow or a human, that's the same. And
Yeah.
the treatment they get, what if it's the human treatments? That will be. People are going to be obfuscated, like they're going to stand for that. And for the animals, it's the same. There's people standing like you, but not that much. I feel like more people should be standing against everywhere. People should be standing against that.
Yeah, and from the perspective of the animal, do you think it's that different than from the perspective if we put a human into a slaughterhouse and we kill them, do you think they feel that much differently than an animal if they were in a slaughterhouse?
No, I think animals think like we do.
Yeah.
But we don't understand them, so of course it's more simple for people to kill them and to eat them and everything like that. But I think they think like us, like we do, like they have comprehension, they talk between us. I don't know how, but I think they do. And what will they be thinking in the place they're being killed? That's like, if I was in their place being brutally killed and saying my guts everywhere, that would be, I would be screaming, and they do.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of video like L216 everywhere. People are watching, but not reacting. I don't know why it's not everywhere on the news. Like, look
I
at what
agree
is
with you.
happening.
I like it, man. I like it. You're right. You're right.
Look at what is
That's
happening,
true.
but nobody's talking about it in the news, on everywhere, on the main social medias.
Well, if you read a little bit of the people who are in my comment section, they'll go like, I'm an imposter, I'm lying, and all this stuff. Like, people don't want to believe this kind of stuff, right? People, they want to continue being a little bit ignorant about it. They like this idea of knowing that something that they brings them pleasure, they don't want to give it up, right? Like meat, eggs, milk, all of these products, they give pleasure to people, right?
Yes.
So they don't want to give it up because they've been doing it their whole life every single day. They don't want to give it up. So obviously they lash out and they feel like, oh, it's got to be a lie. It's not true. It's not that simple or something.
They're convincing themselves that it's not true, but
Yeah.
inside of them, I think they know it's real, but
Yeah.
they don't want to believe it because like it's I don't know, comfortable. It's I may think they think it's hard to be vegan because you have to stop eating things, but there's compensation there, and I feel like that it's not really important in our alimentation, like meat and everything.
Yeah.
For
We
protein,
can remain without, yeah.
we can remain, and I saw people saying like that when we were Neanderthals, we were eating a lot of meat and everything. I read studies about it, and most of Neanderthals and Homo sapiens culture were mostly I don't know, harvester, and that's when we get the
Agriculture.
from prehistoric to history. It's when we learn how to write and how to harvest like wheat and everything. That's in our genes, not to be not to treat animals like they're.
But even if it were in our genes, right? Like even if, like there's a case you can make that we were farming animals for a long time. We did develop, can digest the animal products. We can digest all of this. Even if that is the case, nowadays we know better, right? Like we
Yes.
have other alternatives. We know it's cruel to do this to animals, so we should just stop, right?
Yes, of course. Even if we knew, we have the capacity to not do it. Like, we know it's better for human to, I don't know, like, I don't have an example, like walk and everything, but people can just walk in their home with a walking pad or thing like that. We have other alternative, and
Yeah.
I think we can all use that to treat animals better than they are treating right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And not just treat them better, just not use
Yes.
them, right? Not farm
That's
them
not
at all.
like objects or products.
Yeah.
That's
They're
living beings.
Exactly.
They're
exactly.
living. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. So I'm gonna challenge you a little bit, and then I'll let you go. Sudden.
Okay.
So let's imagine, because you said your problem is because you live with your parents, right?
Hmm?
If your parents all of a sudden started buying dog meat or kill dogs and stuff, would
Oh,
you
no.
still consume it?
Of course not. Like already in my house, I'm not eating a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Even if when they buy it, like they told me, if you want to eat this evening, just do a steak. There is a lot in the fridge. I won't. I have other products. I have like bread or something like that.
Yeah.
I will take bread. I won't take meat by myself.
Yeah.
But when they do, I feel like if I'm not eating it, that would be waste because they won't and they will just throw it. So at this point, I'm just eating it because I don't want it to be waste. And when I have the right not to take it, I won't. Like in family, with all my family, I know the meat will be eaten, so I won't.
Would you apply the same logic if it were dog meat in the fridge?
No.
If it was thrown away? So you see, it's a little. There is a little bit something there. You see, there is a little bit something there.
I'm not enough informed about that.
Yeah.
And I
But
saw.
don't you think you should give the same consideration to
Yes.
all the animals that you
Of
do to
course,
dogs?
of course we
Yeah.
should. But you know, I've been educated like this, and of course it's hard to remove that. But I'm trying my best, and as soon as I turn 18 and I live in my own house, I swear I won't eat a single gram of meat.
I like you, man. Let me give you a card because I feel like I don't want to push you. You understand it, and I don't want to push it too much. So there's on this card here. There's two documentaries, Dominion,
Okay.
on the most important speech you'll ever hear. Maybe you can watch one of them with your family.
So
If
that's you?
Yeah, that's me. You also
Okay.
have my social media. So if you scan this QR code or go on this website, that's the code that I created. So there's these two documentaries. You can watch them with your family so that they maybe want to understand what it is behind it. But there's a thing there which I urge you to do it as soon as possible, even while you're with your family. It's called Challenge 22 because they hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you adopt a plant-based diet
Oh.
for free. But
That's great.
on top of it, they might help you with your situations. They might give you some pointers. They might maybe help you steer in a way that you don't have to cook, that your parents maybe they just cook a little bit more and it adopts for you, okay? So they can help you with that.
I
Just-
show them.
Yeah, okay.
And I have a question. Do you have a lot of people who's like really opposite to you and being not violent, but really?
Yeah, there's a lot of confrontational people.
Lots?
There's a lot
Okay.
of. There depends, right? Like I would say most people agree that it's wrong what we do to animals. A lot of people say that, most people say we should do it in a better way. Not that we should stop doing, but we should kill animals in a better way. That's what they say.
Okay.
That's what most people say. Yeah, it's kind of insane.
That's
But there's people who say that it's wrong, and a lot of people just have an issue with the change itself. Like they feel like I've been doing it my whole life. It's difficult to change. Yeah.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye.
What was your name
everyone.
again?
Neo.
Neo, you're awesome, man. You're awesome.
Goodbye.
You're awesome. Do your best, okay? I trust you. Have a good one. You wanna have a conversation with me?
I just wanted to know what was the subject.
I just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit.
Okay. I'll try.
How old are you?
Hi.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. Okay. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
No, I don't care. Yeah.
What's your name?
Bademba. Hi, Bademba.
Bademba.
Yeah.
I'm Chip. Where are you from?
From Paris.
Paris. Okay. I'm from Romania, but I live here.
Yeah.
I'm an animal rights activist.
Oh, yeah,
I
true.
fight for the rights of animals.
Yes,
How
yes.
do you feel about animals?
I feel like they are friends. I'm some sort of ally. I'm not a vegetarian. I do try to eat less meat, but I do think there should be regulation to protect them. Yeah.
So if there should be regulations to protect them, wouldn't that mean that you can no longer eat animal products?
To be honest, yes, I would totally agree. I would say that we are totally hypocrites.
Yeah.
But we always talk about how we
Okay.
should be protecting them, but we rely on the excuse, oh, we are human, we think we need to feed on something. We are totally hypocrites on this.
Yeah.
I would say that this is one of the biggest injustices, and we are,
What? You're saying? But so
It's
then,
an injustice
so why
because,
why do you continue paying for it?
because I'm a hypocrite.
Because but that's not a response. I'm not.
Honestly,
But you
yes.
can stop being a hypocrite, right? You can choose to adopt a plant-based
yeah.
diet and be vegan, right?
I tried actually to be plant-based for a while. It lasted 3 months, I think.
Yeah.
I realized very quickly that I was losing strength, focus.
Maybe
At
you
work,
weren't
it was
eating
not
enough.
being-
Maybe you weren't eating enough. That's usually the problem. I'm a
I
certified
was-
nutritionist, and that's
yeah.
what I normally find the issue.
I was trying. Whether it's fiber, whether it's calories, whether it's protein, because I do go to gym, so I was trying to make sure that I was taking enough intake in protein. But still, it was quickly, and I feel like maybe it was just my body who had a hard time adjusting. And in the long run, I will maybe be able to continue. But it's like I think maybe my body was getting accustomed to losing the habit of eating meat, and I lost.
I think
during
you
the
weren't
change.
eating. I think you weren't. Did you lose weight also?
Oh yeah.
Then you weren't eating enough calories.
Oh no, I lost weight because I was a little bit more fat before that.
Okay.
At that time, so I was losing good fat actually.
Okay.
It was good that I was losing weight.
But obviously,
Okay.
when you're losing weight, you're also losing strength, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah,
so-
maybe that's why as well.
Yeah, so I'm just like, if I give you a resource that would help you adopt a plant-based diet,
Mm-hmm.
access to a certified nutritionist, all of it for free, to help you within your budget, within your area.
Yeah.
Is there anything stopping you from going vegan today?
The fact that I actually like meat.
Yeah, but do you think that's a good enough justification to be
Yeah.
unjust towards animals?
This is where actually I struggle because I feel like that yes, it's very. That's why I say being a hypocrite is really the thing that we use a lot to justify that actions.
But you know, these are words, hypocrites. These are just words,
Hmm.
hypocrites, choices. I like
I think
it.
this is a choice actually.
But yeah, but behind this choice there is violence, and there's the
That's
whole
true.
existence of an animal that's being taken away
Mhm.
behind a choice that you could make otherwise, a
Mm.
choice that you anyway forget about in a couple
Yeah.
of days.
I just know for a fact. Whoa, I just know for a fact that I will not be able to give up. I don't know the reason, to be honest. I think it's mostly the habit of just eating it. I actually have a very what we call in France flexitarian diet. I try to eat as less meat as I can. There are just times when I'm craving
would
it
mean
and I'll
none,
go
man.
this.
So wait a minute, because
So when I do burrito days, it's for example I always go with for Beyond Meat or something other brands like that
well, why not do that every day?
because I found there are times when I'm craving meat.
But
And I'm like,
I felt to say
this is
because you
great."
can get plant-based meat if you're craving.
Yeah.
And the difference between plant-based meat and real and animal flesh, it's there's a
taste.
difference in taste, but it's not that big. And it's does that difference in taste really justify
There's a huge difference.
cutting
in
the
taste, though.
throat of an animal?
Their brands are really great. There are really great ways to hide it when you know how to spice it, but
Can you
it's
hold this
very
for a second?
difficult. Oh, yep. Gonna give me a program?
I'm gonna show you a little bit of it,
Yeah.
okay? Be prepared.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
So do you think the craving really justifies this?
No, it's really not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't see this, but this is happening for our
This is why
choices.
actually I'm much more invested, for example, because we know that for reality we cannot stop it. I'm just being realistic on it. I feel like humans are going too far like this. But I do believe that what we put in place is ways to actually made it softer. So, for example, in kosher or Islamic tradition,
That
we
was
tried,
no, that was
and this is why they don't respect it. They don't respect it. Actually, the animal should not suffer in this type of religion. So that's why
they
it's,
always suffer. It doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter if they suffer
if,
or not.
for
You're
example,
taking
if they
their
go to
life.
sleep, it's a way to actually made it softer. I do understand.
wait a
though,
minute.
It's the meanings at the end of the same.
Okay, but what's your stance on
Basically.
enslavement? Let's put it this way: and slavery.
This is where actually disagree on other things. This is where a lot of time slavery is being used as an example. As a descendant of slaves, this is where I disagree totally because even though I respect animals, we're still not the same race, and I feel like it's.
But you
not
can
putting the
enslave
same
an
race.
animal, right?
This is where I totally disagree.
Can you enslave an animal?
I don't think we should enslave an animal, but I don't think that the word slavery is right for this because slavery means a human, and I don't feel like animals are humans.
Sure,
They are
I
beings,
don't
but
want to
they're
be
not humans.
pedantic. I think it can
Yeah.
use it, but okay, if you don't want to use that, that's fine. But
Yeah.
it is oppression, okay?
It is totally.
Okay, so then when it comes to oppression,
Yeah.
right? What justifies you being oppressed? Like, does your pleasure really justify you being oppressive towards an innocent sentient being?
Not at all.
So then, if you say that it does, or because you have cravings,
Yeah.
are you not exactly the same as any other oppressor on this planet?
I always say this: we humans are the first oppressors.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that the reason why we are going so bad is because we have oppressed this world in many type of ways, not just with humans, but animals, and also even with our ecosystem and animals and plants.
But you
So
can
I
choose
totally
something
insist.
else, right?
It's like I'm saying, for example, I could say, I'm trying to respect the environment and I'm gonna try to use as less plants as I can. I'm still gonna use my phone, and it's still gonna have
But
an
it's not
impact
the-
on the
it's not the
environment.
same. It's not the
I'm
same.
still gonna use my phone. It's gonna have an impact on Earth.
But
it's gonna
not the-
be.
I'm not talking
environmental
about the
impacts.
environment over here, okay?
I'm trying to make an analogy, not a comparison,
Sure.
but an analogy of
Sure,
how you
but-
can use your power.
but it's about-
but still gonna have an impact on whatever you do.
But the environment is this abstract thing that does impact all of us, but in such a like every action that we do for the environment
Yeah.
is so small that
That's
obviously
true.
our impact is like each individual impact matters,
Yeah.
but it's very small. Whereas when you choose to buy an animal product, the impact, of course, across the whole industry
this
is
is where I
small.
disagree. Yeah,
it's
because
small, right?
very
Because
small.
there's 90 billion land animals, but
Yeah.
you can save up to 100 animals each
I feel
year.
like I save already a lot by deciding of cutting totally on meat on a lot of
But
days.
let
I
me
think
put it. But you're
half
not
of the
saving.
year I
I'm not
don't
saying
even
you're not
speak
saving
meat.
a lot.
Yeah.
Let me just finish this whole thought. Like when you choose to buy an animal product,
Yeah.
you're choosing to kill an animal.
True.
And if you were on the other side of it, there's 8 billion people on this planet. If somebody chooses to kill you, it means nothing to the population of Earth,
Yeah.
but it means everything to you.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's how we should think about this, because it isn't about the whole industry needing to go away. It's about all these individuals that you are sparing them this exploitation and slaughter.
That's how we should think about it, but this is where I still a little bit have a disagreement. I'm gonna go because my man is winning. Disagreement because I really do feel like humans' life and animal life, not saying they're less valuable, but not comparison.
But that's not
this
what
is
I was
where
saying. What I was
the
saying is-
sentence is giving this
Let me
to
explain-
somebody who's eating meat.
Yeah,
that's how they will understand it.
Let me explain what I
Yes.
mean by that.
Yeah.
to me, my life is everything. To you, your life is everything. And to that animal, their life is everything.
Exactly.
In that way, that's what matters. It's not that what value I place on that animal or what value I place on you.
No,
Because
is
you,
it?
let me put it this way, my family means a lot more than you do to me.
Yeah.
If I'm just being honest, if tomorrow something happens to you, you die, I don't know how I find out. I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. But then I go get over it in a day.
Yeah.
You're not that important to me. Your value is very little to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that mean that because you have such little value to me, hell, if I had a pet, they'd have more value to me than you. So does that mean that I get to kill you because of the value that I place on you?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's the value that you have within that matters.
But you
That's
know,
the same for
I agree
animals.
with this. This is why I say we are hypocrites. And this is why I say it might be a cop out, but it is the only answer I can give. And this is where I feel like there's always going to be a disagreement because, bottom line, I do agree with you. I
Yeah,
do
but-
agree, not fundamentally on other things, but I do agree on the fact that there is an injustice. We are oppressors and we are choosing it. There's easier ways to stop it, but we have been too accustomed to it, and I don't think humans will. I think
No.
we can try
But
to
when we
take-
speak about this, can I
Yeah.
give you some advice?
Yes.
Because you agree on all of it, but then you said, I don't think humans will. Take
Yes,
the
I don't think
responsibility
they
that you have for it.
Yes.
I don't think I will. I don't think I will stop being an oppressor.
I don't think I will.
Why?
That's what I just said. Actually, when I started, I don't think I will because I just don't think that this diet is right for me.
It's very
Sometimes what I
disappointing
crave it-
because you can
It
definitely
is
adopt a
for-
plant-based
it
diet.
is.
So you
Can I go
you
and
throw
check
in
it
these
on
words.
this?
Yeah, you throw these words around, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of violence as I just showed you behind. And if
Yeah.
you want to be part of it, I don't know what to tell you, man. So there's a thing here called Dominion, or the most important speech lever here.
Shut it. Like that.
Yeah, I'll also give you the card.
Oh, but environmental wise. Okay.
So can you just promise me you'll watch one of these two videos?
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of these two, the Dominion or they appear when you scan this QR code.
Oh, I will definitely watch
Okay.
it.
And
Yeah.
until then, can you not consume any animal products?
Less than.
No.
Usually.
Until you watch it. Just until you watch
Until you
it.
watch it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do this.
I appreciate you. Cheers. Apathy. Apathy is also not a good one, huh? Apathy is not a good one. Apathy is not nice to have, but the fuck, I don't know how to do it. I honestly don't know how to deal with apathy. You act nice and then get all two-faced when they leave. No, I think I was pretty clear on my stance. I think I was pretty clear on what I stand for. And I think I was pretty clear that people need to take responsibility for their matters. I'm not acting two-faced. I'm pretty clear from the start that I'm an animal rights activist and I fight for the rights of animals. You're draining. Hey, if you don't like me, that's okay. You can leave. You don't have to be here if you don't like me. Nobody's forcing you to be here. In fact, we appreciate consent over here. We appreciate everybody being free to do what they want to do as long as there's consent behind it, as long as they're not oppressing individuals. That's what it is. It's about not oppressing individuals. Apathy, yeah. Julia says, love your heart. Thank you, Julia. Such a condescending tone to have with someone and then being rude when they leave. Oh my God. Like you guys that's the thing about it, isn't it? You guys want to portray me as the bad guy. You want to see me as the asshole. Because if you see me as the asshole, you don't have to listen to what I say. You don't have to take responsibility for the meaningless oppression that you're committing, for the needless oppression that you're committing. That's what you're doing. You're making me about to be the bad guy. It's called an appeal to, what is it? The ad hominem fallacy. It's an appeal to ad hominem. That's what you're doing. You're trying to make me out to be the bad guy so that you think that my arguments are bad, so that you don't have to listen to me. Don't do that. Just, even if I'm a bad guy, whatever, see me as you want. Listen to my arguments. I don't care if you like me or not. I really genuinely don't care. Just stop oppressing animals. Hear the voices, hear the message that is saying within me, okay? I'm gonna turn around, okay? Here you go. I'm not facing you, guys. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Animal agriculture oppresses and slaughters innocent sentient beings. It is in line with any other form of injustice that we've done throughout centuries. It is oppressive, it is wrong, it is violent, and we do not need to do it. You can choose to stop. If you pay for it, you have a responsibility in the matter, and you yourself are directly responsible for between 100 and 200 animals each year being exploited and slaughtered for you. Please choose to stop. Have some fairness and compassion in your heart. If you don't have compassion, be a fair person. That's all I'm asking. Hi. Are you
I
okay
don't
being?
speak English, not very well. So
Well, it is going to be in
it's a
English.
problem.
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Live?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your name?
Manuela,
Manuela, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
piacere.
So, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
About the animals.
I love animals.
You love animals.
Yes.
Do you think it would be okay for me to breed dogs, then kill them and eat them?
Non ho capito bene.
Prendere il cane, uccidere,
No, no,
mangiarli.
no, no, no.
But if I do that to a cow, is that okay?
The cows for the mucche, sì.
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because traditionally we eat cow.
But traditionally, I eat dogs.
Ah, sì? Really? No.
Tradition.
No, not
my
me.
question is, does it matter?
I
If
don't
my
know.
if my tradition is to kill and eat you, do you think it would be okay for me to kill and eat
Ah,
you?
no.
No. No.
Also,
No, no.
I have a problem
Yeah.
because I work.
Ah, okay.
We come from Italy.
Yeah.
We come from Brescia. It's a little town, and near Brescia there is a little town where we live. It's Gardone Valdompia, and the factory, our valley,
Vale?
there is a lot of gun fabrics, and I work in a gun factory. So I think that
And traditionally we play caccia,
hunting.
hunting.
We make hunting. It's our tradition.
So if it's my tradition to slap women's asses, then cut their throat, then it would be okay, right?
Non ho capito cosa hai detto.
Sorry? Can
So
you
if
repeat?
it's my tradition
Is
to kill women,
no.
No, vabbè, it's not a tradition.
but it is mine. If
well,
if I had this tradition, would it be okay for me to kill you?
No, no.
So then tradition does not justify violence, does it?
It's a culture.
So,
Our culture.
so if my culture says that it's okay to kill you, would it be
No,
okay?
but I think that human and animals are, in my opinion, is not on the same level.
If it's my culture to kill every dog that I see, would it be okay for me to kill every dog that I see?
No.
No.
Okay. So culture or tradition do not justify violence, do they?
Do not. So
Do not justify. Culture or tradition do not say that if it's cultural, it's okay or
Ah,
it's
okay,
moral,
see.
right?
Mhm.
Or if it's tradition,
Evolution.
it's already. Yeah, we need to evolve. Yeah, we
yes,
need to
yes.
stop doing this.
Sì, sì. No.
So then, do you think that if I put a cow into a slaughterhouse, so if I cut the throat of a cow, or if I cut the throat of a dog, do you think they feel differently?
Se è differente uccidere una mucca piuttosto che un cane.
it's difficult. Very difficult.
They feel the same. We feel differently, but they feel the same. Do you think we should care about how they feel or how we feel? Like
Okay.
Sì, sì.
when we're killing animals, should we care about us or them?
If you.
So you see this pigeon over here? So if
I
I,
don't like pigeon.
but if I right now want to go and kill this pigeon, should I care about what I want or what the pigeon wants?
No, not pigeon.
So I should just kill the pigeon if I want to.
Yes, if the pigeon is very.
No, I don't like pigeon.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying.
Problema.
I'm just trying to understand. Do you think when we do an action, do you think we should care about how we feel about the individual or what the individual wants? So if I want to do something to you, should you be considered in this action? Should what you want be important?
Faccio fatica.
It's difficult to understand. Sorry, but we don't speak very well.
That's okay. Let me give you some cards then. It's okay. It's okay because it's difficult to have a conversation.
Yes,
then.
yes.
I'll give you 2 cards, okay?
Okay.
Can you just scan this QR code and watch one of these 2? They appear on top. Can you promise me you'll do that?
I scan this and then.
Watch either Dominion or the most important speech of they appear on top.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna move a little bit, everybody. That's gonna be a little bit difficult, huh? To move. It's too much. It's too much noise over here. Give me 1 second. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff, as I said. Well, now you get to see also all the stuff that I have on me today. I'm moving a bit far away from the trumpet, that's why. The reason why I have those two tubes is because we attach a sign to them, and then when we have a big sign, it's better here. But we have a lot of people there who said they're gonna eat twice as much meat. Imagine being so triggered. Food is food. Yeah, humans are food. You're right. Food is food after all, right? Humans are food. Dogs are food. Are dogs food?
Yeah.
Can we kill them and eat them?
Yeah, I think it's a shame, but I think you can.
You can. Would you?
I wouldn't know,
You wouldn't.
but I think in China they do.
Do you think that the dog deserves to live more than a cow or a chicken?
I think it's all equal, isn't it?
Say it again.
It's all equal. I think it's
Yeah.
a being.
Do you think your actions should reflect the same thing?
Sorry,
Do you think your actions should reflect the same thing?
actions. My
Yeah.
actions.
Yeah. I'm assuming you buy animal products, right? Do you eat meat or eggs or stuff?
Yeah, I think I eat, but I eat maybe less than the average people.
Do you think that those animals who die for you deserve to live just as much as your dog does?
Yes. In fact,
Do you think you should stop then?
yeah,
Let me give you a card then. I'll give you this card because it's with the dog. Can you just scan this QR code and watch one of these two movies?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers.
Yes.
He was right here. I saw him with a dog. I was saying just this thing just now, and I thought it's a good idea to talk to him. I talked to him a bit. I didn't want to talk too much because I didn't ask him if he wanted to be live and stuff. Hi, you want to have a conversation with me? Yeah, you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
How old are you?
What's the name of
I'll give you afterwards. How old are you?
this? 18.
18? Okay, can you come here so that you're in?
Oh, it's alive.
Yeah, what's your name?
Yeah, Federico.
Federico, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. So, Federico, I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I feel about animals. Animals are incredible. My girlfriend is a vegetarian, and I also don't. So I eat meat, but in the last time I don't eat so much. I don't eat so much meat. I decreased my, but not because I feel sorry for the animal, but just because I discovered that I can do a lot of variation at vegetarian or vegan diet. It's not only, I don't know, a stupid carrot, but you can also do incredible dish and everything. Yeah.
Do you think that animals deserve to be exploited by us?
So I think that is nature and it's good, but in the way that we do is wrong.
You think exploitation is natural?
So, hunting animal, I think, is like, the chain of the nature. But the intensive breeding that we do, no, I'm against it because...
Why are you against that?
Because you make the animal suffer. In my opinion, if you need to hunt because maybe you want to do it, you can do it, but you don't need to make the animal suffer.
So if I show you a study that said that on 3,000 dairy farms from Germany, the animals in big farms versus the animals in small farms, their animal welfare index is the same. That means that they suffer just as much between small farms or large farms. Does that mean that you will no longer consume animal products that are coming from farming because
don't-
animals suffer equally in all situations?
Yeah, I don't know if I will stop consume meat by just reading that report, but I'm sure that right now we make animal suffer. It's not great. If we need to eat animal because maybe
We
you
don't.
like meat.
We don't need to do it. You might like doing it, but we don't
Yeah,
need
if
to do
we
it.
like to eat meat or everything, yeah, maybe.
But if I like to kill dogs, should I just kill dogs?
No, dogs and cats. No. We can kill dogs and cats. I'm
Why not?
against it. No, yeah, I know that we kill cow, pig, but we are against killing dog because we are incoherent and everything. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
Do you
know.
think there's a difference between a dog and a cow?
No, I think that we are just because I don't know we born, and just because we see saw our parents or our tutor eating meat, we say okay, that's okay to do it. Yeah, and I'm personally reducing my my meat eating. But yeah, I don't know if I will stop even completely, but just because I'm too attached to it. It's too difficult to say goodbye to meat and everything, but I'm
Who is it
decreasing
more difficult? Is it more difficult for you to stop, or is it more difficult for the animals who are killed, exploited for you?
Yeah, I think that it's more difficult to the animal to be killed and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will ever stop.
Yeah. Why is that? Is it like do you think you can say you respect animals while at the same time eat animals?
I think I can say that I respect animal, but
Do you think that would be true? If I say I respect women, but at the same time I grape women, is that respectful?
Yeah, that's not respectful. Yeah, I respect animal, but yeah, I eat them. But like I said before, I decreased very much. So, yeah.
So is it respectful to eat animals?
I don't think that's respectful to eat animals, but I respect animals. I don't beat animals.
You say you do, but you eat them, right? So
No, beat. I don't beat them.
you don't
Beat them.
beat them,
No, I don't beat them.
but you kill them.
Yeah, no, I don't personally kill animals.
You pay somebody to do it, right?
Yeah, I'm paying somebody to do it. Yeah, that's because I'm attached to eating meat. Yeah.
So would you rather I beat you or kill you?
That's difficult to answer. Yeah. Not,
So what would you rather do? I have two big
Oh,
sticks
yeah,
over
sorry,
here.
sorry.
Would you rather I hit you with the stick right now or kill you?
I prefer to being beaten. At least they will survive. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're doing right now to the animals, you're saying I don't want them to be beaten, but I'm okay with them being killed.
Yeah.
But when you're faced with a choice, you say I'd rather be beaten than killed. So why not just choose to leave them all alone then?
In my opinion, I will leave them alone. But yeah, I'm just too attached to eating meat. Yeah.
But you can detach yourself from that, right? Were you not as a child attached to different things that you're no longer attached to now?
It's not easy. You know.
But you're young. What do you mean it's not easy? Do you think that from now on your whole life will be exactly as it is now?
No, I don't think so. But yeah.
So things change, yeah? Change is part of life.
I changed personally because I decreased it, but yeah, I don't know if I can try. I don't know for now, sincerely. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's okay to grape animals?
No, I don't think. Like I said before, I'm against the intensive breeding and everything. Yeah.
But that happens in small farms also.
Yeah.
Artificial insemination is in all of farming. And so is separating the babies, so is killing the babies. Do you agree with that type of stuff?
I don't know, sincerely. I don't agree with killing animals like that. Yeah, like I said before, I don't know, sincerely.
But why do you say you don't agree with killing animals like that? Do you think there's a good way to kill an animal?
No, I think that killing animal, like I said before, is like I don't know, an evolution thing that we do, and maybe it's not necessary, but we are just too attached to it. That's all.
But don't you think you should stop?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Like we've been attached to a lot of things, right? Like if you consider when women didn't have rights 100 years ago, we could have also said, well, women didn't have rights for thousands of years. Why give them now?
But yeah, I think that maybe we could do it, but it's very hard in the short time that all animal breeding will stop and everything.
Sure, but you yourself can choose to no longer pay for it, and that could save 100 animals each year.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know now.
So how many more animals should be exploited and killed for you from now on?
How long? How many animals? Before I stop eating them?
before you
I
stop
can
paying
consider
for
to
their
say-
exploitation and
I
killing?
don't know, 2000 maybe.
Jesus Christ, man.
2000.
That's horrible, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Can you still say you care about animals when you say this?
I think that I care about animal even if, yeah, 2000 is not, if you say in a bigger scale, is not so much.
Can you say you care about animals when you choose to kill an animal? Can I say I care about somebody when I choose to kill them?
Yeah.
Really?
I know, I still need to.
Would you like it if somebody cared about you by choosing to kill you?
No, I
So
wouldn't like.
would you call that caring?
No.
So how could you call it caring when you do it to others?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it caring, but yeah, 2000 maybe. No, 2000. Let's go with 2000. Yeah.
It's horrible, huh?
Yeah. 20, 50, 10 years maybe, and I will think about it. I don't know for now.
That's very bad.
Yeah. That's life.
It's not life, it's death, it's killing, it's murder, and it's oppression. It's something you don't have to be part of. And it's just something you choose to be part of. And I don't understand why. All you're saying is because you're used to it. But you're 18. I'm sure that in the last 2 years, several things have changed about your life. Just like in the next 2 years, several things will change about your life. Change is part of your life, especially right now. You changing this one small thing will not mean anything to you, but it will mean everything to the animals. Every time you eat, you forget what you eat in a couple of weeks, but they lose their whole existence for that. Like, that's how meaningless they are to you. You can't say you care about them when you choose to kill them. You just can't. Can you?
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. Let me give you a card.
What's that?
But only if you promise me to watch something. Can you promise me you'll watch The Minion if I give you this card?
Yeah. What is the meaning?
It's a documentary about what happens to animals.
Okay, I can try.
You just have to scan this QR code, okay?
Yeah, and I can watch this. And what's about intensive breeding and everything?
It's about animal agriculture, everything.
Oh,
It's what
okay.
you're paying for. At least to see what it is.
Okay, I can try. Why not? I'm not close to changing, like I said before. I'm just right now. I'm not sure if I can do it. I never say that in a
Why
future.
not? Why do you think you can't do it?
I don't know. I'm not like to feel evil.
You have
know.
resources to help you do it there, but like, if you don't want to do it, of course you won't do it. But the question is, do you want to do it or do you not want to do it?
I need to think about it. I need to reflect
Okay.
more about it.
Watch The Minion, okay? Or the most important speech you'll ever hear. It appears when it's Candace here.
Okay, I can try. Yeah, we should do. That was.
Can you promise me you'll watch that?
Yeah, that was a pleasure.
And until then, can you promise me no animal products?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Horrible. Horrible. You put the signs, because... We got 1 hour left, everybody. Hey, Miss Katie. I'm very disheartened when I see people like this guy who are just, we had 2 apathetic people today, huh? And he didn't really understand a lot of the points, and it was difficult to have a conversation with him. Eating plants puts people in nutrient deficiencies that would have to be supplemented by lab-created vitamins, lose muscle, says Ace. Ace, what would convince you that that is not true? Because we have empirical evidence against the contrary. And as you can see, I'm sure that most of the times I'm better built than most people who claim this type of nonsense. So stop it with that, okay? Just stop exploiting animals. Just stop seeing animals as objects. Stop seeing animals as something for you to benefit from. They're not that. They're not here for you, okay? They're not. No matter how much you want to try and think that they are, they're not. They're here on this planet. So, meds. They're here on this planet as everybody else is. You take steroids? No, of course not. What the fuck, man? I just like, god damn it, man. It's like, you can't ever win with people like you, you know? I show you that you can build muscle on a plant-based diet, then you claim steroids. What the fuck, man? I don't even look like I'm on steroids. Like, that's insane to believe that. If you believe that, that just tells me that you probably don't work out. Because imagine thinking I'm on steroids. You definitely don't work out if you think that way. Then you pick on me for what? For looking tired. Because you know what? I haven't been sleeping well in the past few days because it's been really hot in here. You just pick on me for every single thing that you want, all of it, so that you can justify the oppression that you want to submit. And I don't care if you pick on me. Fine, pick on me as much as you want. But can you at least just listen to the message and listen to the idea that stop oppressing animals? Can you just for 1 second be a decent human being and instead of judging me, judge the message that I'm saying? You can thrive on a plant-based diet. I'm a certified nutritionist myself. You can look up the data. You don't have to trust me. Please don't. Don't appeal to authority by trusting me, but rather look it up online. We have so much empirical evidence. A simple Google search will, if you ask, can I build muscle on a plant-based diet? A simple Google search will tell you that yes, you can. That's one thing. 2, can I be healthy on a plant-based diet? A single Google search will tell you that you can. So every single issue that you have, you can definitely not have it anymore. You can definitely see that you can adopt a plant-based diet. You can see that you no longer need to use animals. And in that process, you are respecting the rights of individuals. If any of you were in those shoes, if any of you were just about somebody taking your liberty away, choosing to kill you, choosing to exploit you, you and your family, your friends, everybody, wouldn't have freedom, but would just rather be in a circle of hell of exploitation, abuse, and slaughter constantly, all of you would just cry and be like, how is this allowed? But when you're on the other side, when you're the one supporting it, when you're the only reason why it's happening, you come up with the ridiculous excuses. You throw rocks at the people who are trying to tell you the truth, like myself, and you behave like children. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. I have evidence that the farming for you vegan people kills more animals than just eating meat, so you're not saving animals, says Daymontic. No, you don't have evidence for that. And if you do, please, paste the PMID right now in the comments. Place the PMID if you have evidence for that. I'll tell you 100% certainty, you do not have evidence for that. You want to try it?
About what?
Just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You want to come here so that you're in view?
Oh, are you live?
I'm live, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, you're 24, you're okay. So are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
My name is Sherry. Sorry, I don't give out
Oh,
hands.
that's
I'm
okay, that's
sorry.
okay. Sorry?
My name is Sherry, actually. So
Sherry.
Shadi, yeah.
I'm Chip, nice to meet you. So I'm
Nice
an
to
animal
meet
rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I haven't given much thought about it, to be honest. I don't know.
Do you think animals deserve respect?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Do you think if we exploit animals, we're respecting them?
I think that's a bit difficult to say, to be honest, because when we're talking about exploiting them, in what kind of sense is it? We mean like slaughtering animals and...
So exploitation means unfair usage.
Yeah, in what way then? You
Does
mean
it-
like
does it
putting
matter?
them in zoos
So
or
let me ask you this:
eating
do you,
them?
do you think it's okay to kill an animal for optional clothing, like to wear their fur, to wear their skin?
I feel like that's a bit complicated to say because I eat meat myself. I'm not a vegetarian or anything.
But that's not what I asked you, right? I asked
No,
you, is it okay to kill animals for optional clothing?
Yeah, but when I say like you can eat them. So that means what are you going to do with the rest of the body then? You can use it then for that kind of things, like making clothing.
Do you
making
think it's
shoes.
okay to bring into existence animals for the sole purpose of using their body for clothing?
No, not necessarily. No.
No, so it's wrong.
Yeah.
Why is that wrong?
Why would you be needing a fur of?
So that's why it's wrong, because we have alternatives, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So then if we apply it to food, as you said right now, do we have alternatives for food?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
So
yeah.
then why isn't it wrong also for food?
I think it's something that's really deep rooted in humans' life. I think I don't see anything wrong with being using alternatives, to be honest. But I don't think a lot of people grew up with it, so it's kind of hard. Something that you used to not to do that anymore or not to eat. I think.
I can understand that, yeah, but do you think it's important that we stop killing innocent animals because we don't need to?
That's difficult to say. Actually, I've never thought about it. I don't think I have an answer for that.
Well, if you were in the shoes of the animal, would you want somebody to continue exploiting you, your family, your friends, and then killing you when they can no longer use you?
Do they have feelings like we do?
They do have feelings, yeah.
Okay.
We have science behind that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, animals are sentient. That means that they have an experience of the world.
Uh-huh.
They have a subjective experience. They experience
Okay.
the world through their eyes like you do,
Okay.
through all of their senses, hearing, smelling, everything. And
Uh-huh.
out of that, they form memories, positive, negative emotions, all of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, then I agree with you.
yeah. Then it's wrong,
Yeah,
right?
you're right. It's definitely wrong.
Yeah. So
It's
do you
really
think
wrong.
you have some responsibility in the matter because you consume animal products?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do.
Do you think you can choose something else?
Definitely. I don't eat all the time meat, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I think I could
appreciate you
definitely do
saying
that.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you saying
Yeah,
that.
thank you for raising awareness. I
It's
think it's
difficult
good.
for people to. Most people don't want to like. Okay, and let me ask you this: it's a difficult question, and it kind of puts you on the spot. But my intention is not that. My intent is to raise this idea that every time we consume an animal product, an individual gets exploited and killed for us, right? So how many more individuals, like animals, should be exploited and killed on your behalf from now on?
None.
None. Yeah.
None.
Yeah. That would mean going vegan. Do you know what a vegan is?
I think I have an idea. Yeah, definitely.
Have
yeah.
you ever considered that yourself?
No, but like I said, I'm not a meat lover.
Yeah.
I just eat if it is, but if it's not there, then it's not like I'm looking. Yeah, I look for it, to be honest. So.
I understand what you mean. Let me
Yeah.
give you a card because I appreciate what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
So there's a documentary here called "The Most Important Speech You'll Ever Hear."
Okay.
I recommend you watch that if you scan this QR code.
Okay, definitely.
Can you promise me you'll watch either Dominion or "The Most Important Speech You'll Ever Hear"? They
Okay.
both appear on top if you scan this QR code.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And you have resources there to help you adopt a plant-based
Yeah.
diet. Okay.
Thank you for raising awareness.
Well, thank you for opening up a little bit. Just keep
Yeah.
in mind that you still have responsibilities, and going forward, when you choose an animal product, an innocent animal dies for you.
Yeah, obviously,
And
I agree with you.
we don't see it, but it does happen.
Yeah, I know
So
what
try
you
to
mean.
choose
Definitely,
otherwise, okay?
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Cheers. Bye. I surely thought she was going to be defensive, but she was actually way more open than I thought. But I also felt like I shouldn't push more. You don't respect gays? Why wouldn't you respect gays? They're people also, man. Being gay is beautiful, just like being straight is beautiful, just like being any form of sexual orientation, sexual preference. It's all beautiful as long as there is consent. If there's anybody here on this stream who is listening to this, who is watching the chat and seeing what the hell are these people saying, maybe you're amused a little bit by what the chat is saying, maybe you're horrified by what the chat is saying. Either way, if you're here listening to this and you love animals and you think animals deserve respect, please watch the 3-minute video that is in the description of this channel. It will, in the description, of this video, of this stream, it will explain what I'm talking about. It's just 3 minutes out of your time. And I feel like taking 3 minutes out of your time to watch a video is the bare minimum you can do if you respect animals, or if you think that animals deserve respect. There will always be people coming into these streams being triggered by the fact that we are trying to change and to fight for the rights of animals. There will always be people who will come in here and try to say how much they benefit from the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of animals. There will always be people like that, always. And these people, the sad part about it is that a lot of these people are actually a little bit unhappy with themselves. I mean, why would you come spread hate in a place where we're trying to discuss rights of others, when we're trying to spread literal fairness into the world, where we're trying to make justice and equality? Well, not equality, maybe, well, actually it is equality, or equity more. So if you're listening to this, you're not vegan, you're wondering, oh, but a plant-based diet is difficult, we have resources to help with that. If you're wondering, why is it so bad? I didn't hear of it ever being so bad. Maybe it's good in small farms or something. Just watch that 3-minute video. You'll understand what we mean. Everything we show there is not just happening in large farms. It happens in small farms and everything. So I'm trying to, when I'm talking like this, I'm trying to sift through all of the people who come in here and they're just coming with the most nonsense excuses for violence, for exploitation, for abuse. Because that's all they are. They're nonsensical excuses, okay? That's all they are. No matter how much you think. You want to think that plants have lives, as you said they do. Well, nobody's claiming plants are not alive. We're just claiming plants are not sentient. They don't have an experience of the world. Because if they do, imagine everybody sitting on grass right now is committing insane amounts of violence. But let's imagine that would be the case. I'll even grant you that absurdity. They're not, by the way. We have science behind it. But let's absurdly think that plants would be sentient. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but a plant-based diet, being vegan, having plant-based clothes, right, like made of cotton and stuff, would still be preferable. Because when we grow animals to use them in farming, when we grow animals to kill them for optional food, when we grow animals to take their babies away from them, when we grow them to steal their milk, when we grow them to rape them so that they have babies, when we do all this, we forget the fact that we feed all those animals. And the very reason that most people claim that it's okay to do this to them, the food chain, is actually the one thing proving that it's not okay. That, in fact, the food chain proves that when you eat an animal, you are killing more plants in the process. That's what the food chain proves, because that's what the food chain is. It's a measurement of how energy flows in an ecosystem. It shows that the individual on top gets the least amount of energy, while the ones at the bottom get the most energy. Being on top of the food chain is not a measurement of power. It is not. But let's say, even if you think that it is, power does not justify oppression. So as I started with plants and I was saying, when you adopt a plant-based diet, when you eat plant-based, when you no longer oppress animals, you are killing less plants in the process. So if you think plants are sentient, you would be no longer oppressing innocent animals, and you would be stopping the killing of 3 times more plants or twice more plants, whatever. So I'm just saying, don't be that person. Obviously, your existence can mean some harm. None of us is claiming that. Obviously, your existence will mean you may make some shitty choices. But that does not grant you permission to go ahead and just make the shitty choices knowingly. Me knowing that I might, while I buy an electronic or something, while I know that there might be some form of oppression behind those, and I try to do my best, like maybe I buy secondhand, maybe I look into it and try to buy the one that has the least amount if I really need to buy that product. None of that justifies knowingly paying for something you can choose otherwise. Like, let me put it this way, if I had to choose between a phone that oppresses and a phone that doesn't, me choosing a phone that oppresses, there's no moral justification for that. I would be acting immorally if I did that. I would be doing something bad when I do that. It's the same way. When you're choosing an animal product over a plant product, you're doing a bad thing. You're choosing a bad thing because an animal was oppressed for you. Oppressed, slaughtered, exploited, killed, raped. All of the bad things, all of the worst things that can happen to a human being, we do them to animals. And we do all that for products we don't need, for optional stuff. Navia says, I can't facepalm anymore, it hurts. The worst thing about eating meat is the industrialization of the effort to factory farm. However, many instances of sustainable farming practices around the world which causes less suffering. Oliver the Kid, look it up. There's a study done on 3,000 dairy farms across Germany, and on those dairy farms they measured the animal welfare index, which essentially measures how much the animals suffer or not. And believe it or not, regardless of farm size, animal welfare index was similar. In fact, the animal welfare index was better on large farms. So the thing that you say factory farming causes suffering, the study, well, it wasn't significant. It wasn't statistically significant enough to make that claim, but it was ever so slightly less suffering. So actually, factory farming is surprisingly similar to regular farming. It's just that we see it differently. We see a product on a conveyor, we see an animal on a conveyor belt, and we instantly think that's horrible because they're treated like an object. But in reality, in absolutely all forms of farming, animals are treated like objects, because that's what farming is. It's treating them like objects. It's bringing them to life so that you can kill them. It's bringing them to life so that you can multiply them. And it's bringing them to life, all of it, for nothing we need. All of it for money, for profit, for an optional product. And if you're consuming these products, you are responsible for it. So as Martin Kevin says, so rightfully put it, be vegan. Don't be that person who exploits and slaughters animals. Bro thinks 3,000 farms represent them all. No, brother. Bro thinks that empirical evidence, such as 3,000 dairy farms across a big country like Germany, where animal welfare is pretty high, the fact that they show this says it all. And either way, if you think that small farming is okay, put yourself in the shoes of an animal on a small farm. Would you like to have your liberty taken away, to be brought into existence only to be exploited and killed? And it is still exploitation because it is still unfair usage. Just because you give them a little bit of more space, that's what people think they need. That's what people think. Animals need more space somehow. Oh, they're treated so badly. Why? Because they don't have space. Animals need space. Animals need a lot more than just space. They're not fucking, what do you call them, machines that measure space. They're not machines who analyze space. They need, they enjoy life. They have experiences. They have emotions. They need to stop being exploited. Like, it's insane to think that all that an animal needs is space. It would be the same as me saying all you need is space. So therefore, if I keep you captured somewhere, if I give you space and food, that's okay, that's enough. That's a good life somehow. And if I kill you when I say that it's time, then it's okay. Imagine the nonsense of that. And somebody saying, so do plants. Dan, scroll back only 2 minutes ago. I already discussed that argument. You want to try an experiment?
Yeah.
How old are you? 13. Is she okay if she's live on my YouTube channel? Okay. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel? Okay. You want to come here so that you're in view? What's your name?
Mia.
Mia, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, I'm an animal rights activist, Mia. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
I'm vegetarian. And I like animals very much. Like, I just like them, and I'm vegetarian since like 4 months now. Yeah.
Why are you vegetarian?
Because I realized that animals are really like special. Like, you shouldn't like hurt them or like. Sorry, my first language is.
You're doing
English.
great, man. You're doing great.
I realized that you shouldn't like kill them and eat them. So I was like, maybe I'll take care and become vegetarian.
Do you think in the production of dairy products like milk, like cheese, animals are still killed?
I think somehow a little bit, like, and the thing is, like, I don't really like eat cheese or like drink milk because I'm like lactose intolerant.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
what do you eat any animal products?
just sometimes, like if it's in a cake or something, then yeah, but like normal without anything, no.
Do you think you can? Let's just go a little bit through this so that you know. So why do you think cows produce milk?
What?
Why do you think cows produce milk? Like, what's the reason that they produce milk?
For their kids, obviously.
Exactly. Do you think that they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate
I
them?
think farmers like force them to, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, so farmers impregnate them, and when the babies are born, the babies are separated from their mothers. Do you
Yeah.
know why they do that?
Yeah, so like cows produce more milk and like the babies don't like steal their milk. Like
Yeah,
that.
so they take away the baby so that they don't drink the milk, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. If the baby is born male, they don't produce milk, so what do you think happens to them?
They're killed maybe and used for like meat,
Yeah.
to produce meat.
That's where veal comes from.
Mhm.
And if the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother, every year impregnated, every year baby is taken, and every year exploited for their milk.
Mhm.
And they do this repeatedly up until the age of 6 or 8, when they also kill them then. And cows can live 24 years, so they kill them at a third of their lifespan.
That's great.
Do you know why they kill them at that age?
I think so like maybe when they're like 6, you said 6 years?
Yeah, 6 or 8, depends on the breed, depends on the farm.
Like maybe they don't produce milk like that good anymore, and then they just kill them so they can get new cows.
Yeah, they either don't produce enough milk or they can't get them pregnant. It depends on the farm. Do you think any of this is fair to do to them?
No.
No. So even in the production of milk, cheese, or eggs, there's always something happening to these animals,
Yeah.
and there is some form of violence or oppression towards them, right? Have you ever considered going vegan and no longer
Yeah.
participating in any of this?
Obviously, it's just like I'm really young, and it's hard. Like my parents really accept it,
Yeah.
and
That's
my
very nice.
grandparents also. Like they
Very
always,
nice.
they're like, "Oh my God, we're grilling or we're having a barbecue this weekend. Do you want which sausages do you want? Like we can buy vegan ones or something." That's really
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. But.
But let me put it this way: like, do you think if you just do once per month, you consume one animal product, do you think that that one animal that goes through this process, right, like insemination, babies taken, and all of this, do you think it's fair to them that it happens, even if it does happen just once per month?
Yeah, no.
No, exactly.
That's why I think I'm like on my way to going fully vegan. Like I'm just trying vegetarian right now, and I think it'll work out in like some months or like weeks. Like I'm trying my best really.
Is there any difficulty that you're having? Maybe I can help you out.
Like the only difficult thing is like because I'm living like with my family and stuff.
Yeah, it's always a little bit more difficult.
And yeah, and like I live in Germany, and there are also really much like vegan products, and it's actually very easy to live vegan in our country or like in general.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes you're just like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll just try vegetarian. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I understand. Like, I don't want to put pressure on you. First of all, I think you're doing great. I think you already understand the problem, right? And I appreciate you saying that you're trying. Can you think that, like, I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna push you a little bit in this. Like, do you think that if anything that I described were to be happening to dogs or cats or maybe even humans, would you still adopt the same attitude as I want to try, or would you adopt the same attitude as I need to stop supporting this?
Generally, like when I became vegetarian, I was like, okay, I need to stop like supporting that, like
Yeah.
killing animals. I know we already talked about it.
Yeah.
They are also killed sometimes when.
They're always killed in their
Yeah.
production. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm still on like that edge. Like I need to stop it right now,
Yeah.
but it's like still hard because I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, I mean, I could do it. Like I would be down. Like.
Can you describe a situation where you find it hard? Maybe I can help you out with it.
I don't know, just living like with my family, like I said, it's just sometimes to buy like fully vegan stuff. And, yeah.
Yeah, I get
That's
what you mean.
basically it.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. Well, I think you're doing great. And let me ask you this. If you were living alone or were you no longer dependent on your family, would you adopt a plant-based diet or be vegan?
Yeah, definitely. Like a friend of mine was like also vegetarian, and that was really great. Like her whole fridge was just vegetarian. I could just eat whatever I want without like having to look at the back like, oh my god, is that?
It's nice, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice.
It's just
yeah.
like it's so simple living with people who are also vegetarian or vegan. So you just feel comfortable too, and it's good.
just keep in mind that vegetarian is not enough, right? It
Yeah.
still oppresses animals. So if you want to respect animals, vegan is the way to go.
Yeah.
Let me give you a card. Maybe Dominion or the most important speech you'll ever hear. These are two things that appear on top if you scan this QR code. Maybe they will help you with your family so that they understand a little bit of what this is about. But there's a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist, they send you recipes every day, and they help you adopt a plant-based diet for free within your area, within your budget. And maybe if you explain to them their situation, that you're 13, that you're living with your family, maybe they can help you out with some solutions because there's other people in your situation. So if you really want to do it, you can definitely,
Yeah.
that can definitely help you out, okay?
I will do that.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Have an awesome day and, go vegan. Cause bye. Awesome person. Awesome person. Also nice parents. Explain to the baboons not to rip apart the little monkeys they catch and eat. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's the thing about kids. I don't want to push too much about kids, right? I think like she understood it. She was like, yeah, it's wrong. I really don't want to be that person, yeah. Big Daddy, people are starving because we take their food to feed animals for you. Yeah, we are doing that, Lambretta, you're right. Kids are our only hope. They need to be pushed, says Robin Hoodsta. I don't feel comfortable pushing kids, Robin Hoodsta. I don't, personally. I just know how I was when I was a child, and I appreciate conversations. I appreciated the freedom a little bit more. So being pushed would have. I just don't want to do that with kids. So if anybody other activist wants to do it, feel free to do it. But I'm not comfortable pushing kids too much. Like I'm comfortable explaining them. I'm comfortable explaining the situation, challenging them. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's different when you push a person who can consent who's an adult. It's way different when maybe a 17-year-old wouldn't be that bad to push them, but like a 13-year-old, I think it's very young. Miguel says, fuck you vegans. Yeah, fuck us, all of us people who respect animals. Get triggered by the fact that we respect animals. Yeah, we got a new wave of people telling us how they like the products that exploit and kill animals. A new wave of people who like the exploitation. I go out and test our First and Second Amendment rights by recording and open carrying my firearms. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, abusers need to stop. Not that you respect animals, that you push your opinion on others. So Oliver the kid, let me be clear about some things, because what you're saying, first of all, you may hate vegans, but being vegan literally means that you respect animals. That's it. I'm an animal rights activist. I push people to be vegan myself because I'm an animal rights activist. Not because I'm vegan, but because I'm an animal rights activist. I'm asking people to be vegan. I'm asking people to no longer oppress animals. I'm not asking them to be activists like I am. Of course, it would be nice, but, I'm asking people to at least be vegan. Now, if your thing is saying that I'm pushing my opinion on people, then you have not been listening to any single part of this stream, and I know for a fact that you were here. You have not been listening to all the people who came here and said that it is wrong what we do. You have not listened to all the people who admitted that either they're hypocrites or that animals should not be treated that way, or that, yeah, we should change. Almost every single person today said that. Almost every single person. Did they choose to change? No, that's a different thing. But almost every single person admitted that they need to change. So you yourself telling me that I'm pushing people, why is it that you don't see it like me, I'm trying to help people? If every single person who comes in front of me says that they need to change, and I'm trying to help them change, why is it that you see it as you're pushing people? Because the change, do you think it's for me? No, it's not. This whole change, this whole thing that people want to do, is for the animals. It's for the innocent victims, thousands of victims, that would be otherwise exploited and killed. Oluwali says, chip yapping to the butts. Listen, Oluwali, I speak to people who are listening. There might be people who are listening. Can you not respect animals without being vegan? No, you cannot. Of course not. How can you respect animals while you pay for them to get their throats cut for a product you don't need? That would be insane. Of course not. Are you Hungarian by any chance? I am not Hungarian, I'm Romanian. They're like, the comment section has just become people listing products that they like. It's so ridiculous. If you list products that you like, do you think that somehow erases the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter that you are supporting? Do you think you listing the pleasure that you get from those products somehow erases the oppression that you are supporting? Do you think you listing those products somehow makes you less responsible for it, less oppressive? It doesn't. And do you think that others confirming and others saying, well, I like that product too, I like it too, do you think all that somehow makes you any better? It doesn't. It just means you're part of a group of others who are oppressive just like you are. But there's also several other people in this chat who are not oppressive. Hello, little bee. There's nothing good here. I know you wanna. Just saying. That's like saying you don't respect homeless because you don't actively helping them. No, Chip, let me be clear. I'm not asking you to be an animal rights activist. I'm saying, if I were to use your analogy, Chip, your analogy would be, that's like saying you don't respect homeless because you pay somebody to kill homeless people just because you get a good product out of it. That's the analogy. And in that analogy, I would say you really don't respect homeless people if you pay somebody to kill them because you like the product that comes out of it. It's not the product you need, it's just something you like. That's the analogy. So yeah, and you don't respect them if you do that. Just like you do for animals. You pay for somebody to exploit and kill animals for a product you don't need. You're saying? I'm asking people some questions, getting them to think. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel? What's your name?
My name's Aaron.
Aaron, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, bro.
Where are you from?
I'm from London.
From London.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aaron, I'm an animal rights activist.
Right.
How do you feel about animals?
Love animals.
Love animals?
Yeah.
Do you think you can love animals while at the same time pay for them to be exploited and killed for you?
It's a hard question, man. It really depends, innit? Just depends on the situation.
Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Do you love her?
Yeah.
Could you pay for her to be exploited and killed?
Probably, yeah.
Would that be a sign of love?
Nah.
No. So then, if you say you love animals, can you love them and at the same time pay for them to be exploited and killed?
I don't know. I love to eat animals, of course I do. It's nature, innit? But at the same time, you love your animal as in a pet, don't you? So just two different worlds.
So when you say you love animals, you just love some animals, not animals in general.
Yeah, because then at the same, I hate wasps.
You hate wasps.
I hate wasps.
Yeah. Do you think that you should respect animals, or do you think only if you care about them you should respect them?
Of course, yeah.
Should you respect them?
Nah.
No?
Well, it depends, man, because like, if you're out in a jungle and a tiger's going to come and attack you, you're not going to respect it, are you? You're going to want to kill it, innit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course.
But if you're on the street right now and there's just a cow right there, do you think you would be respecting them if you were just coming at their throat with a knife?
Nah. It depends if it's coming at me.
No. The cow is innocent, it's sitting on the grass, but you just happen to have a machete and you're going there and chopping off their head. Would that be respectful towards the cow?
Of course not.
No. Do you think that when you buy animal products, that's essentially what you're doing? You're killing innocent animals?
Depends what company you're buying from. A lot of companies produce cows for milk, cheese, and then when the cow's done with, then obviously it's died. What can you do?
Not do any of that?
Nah.
Do you think it's okay to sexually exploit cows?
Sexually exploit cows?
Yeah.
that's a very different question, isn't it?
Do you think animals in animal agriculture are sexually exploited?
What, for breeding?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's just life, isn't it?
So is it okay? Is it moral?
What would you think about that question? To breed animals, like sexually exploit them, like to make them have, you know what?
So that you can get a product out of them.
Yeah, but it's just like with man and
It's
woman.
not for their benefit, to be clear. It's not like
Yeah.
man and woman. It's not like anything. It's like taking a man and a woman, forcing them to reproduce because you like watching, and then killing them when you're done.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is, because you like one thing that comes out of it. That's more a better analogy.
Yeah.
Because when we do all this, we don't do it in the interest of the animal. We
No,
do
of
it
course
in
not.
our
We do it in
interest.
our interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you got to think about it. Humans are on top of the world. So if an animal
we
is
have
on top of
power
the world,
over
yeah,
them.
we do, obviously.
Do you think somebody having power means that that them abusing their power is the right thing to do?
Nah, I just think survival is the most important thing in life.
Sure, but we're not doing this for survival, are we?
No.
No.
Pleasure, innit?
Yeah, exactly. So do you think it's okay to
No.
exploit and kill animals
Now
for
you've
pleasure?
spoken to me, I honestly don't think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to continue doing this?
No, I'm going to become a vegetarian now.
But vegetarians, they still exploit and kill animals.
They kill hundreds of bees, innit?
What about being a vegan?
Couldn't be a vegan.
Why?
Just couldn't.
You just want to continue exploiting animals?
What is it about?
How old are you?
17.
17. Do you have a parent that's here? Is he okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Are you
What
okay
is
being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, what
I'll
is
just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit. What's your name?
Kafani.
Kafani, I'm Chip. Where are you from?
America.
America. Okay, we're from in the US.
Like Virginia.
Virginia. Nice. My sister lives in North Carolina. That's why I always ask, but it's okay. So, Kafani, you said? So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals?
We got a dog. I like our dog.
You like your dog? Do you think if I were to bring into existence dogs so that I can kill them and eat them, would that be fair?
No.
No. But if I do that to a cow, is that fair?
Well, I think about that sometimes. I think it's different because like dogs are kind of like domesticated, so it's like it's
Cows are
natural
domesticated
for us.
also.
I don't know. It's like for me, it's just natural to think of a dog as like something you don't eat. Just like you think as a person, something not to eat.
But knowing that there's people on this planet who sees dogs as something to eat, right? Like they do on the Yulin festival in China. Don't you think that then that means somebody taught you that dogs shouldn't be eaten and cows should?
Yeah.
So it's nurture, not nature. It's not natural. It's just somebody taught you that way, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that it is fair to do this to these innocent animals just because somebody taught you that it's okay?
No, but me personally, I just don't like salads.
You don't like salads? No, but you can eat other things, right? Like not salads. I don't eat salads, man.
So you don't eat no meat, you're vegan?
I'm vegan, yeah. I don't eat any animal products, yeah. But any food that you want to eat, there's a vegan version of it out there.
Yeah, but then it's a lot of chemicals in it.
Well, there's a lot of chemicals also. Chemicals are not are you a chemophobic? You know what a chemophobic is first?
No, but I think it's probably more harmful to my body to eat like a vegan patty than a regular burger.
But let me ask you this. If you could be healthy on a plant-based diet, at least just as healthy as you are by consuming animals, do you think there's any other reason to continue supporting the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of animals?
No, but at this point I'm in too deep. I might as well just keep going.
Really? So would you say of a serial rapist who does
But
that
that's
to a serial,
crazy
would you say well, it's an injustice done to somebody. You're doing an injustice to thousands of animals, and you're saying, well, I'm in too deep, might as well kill another thousands of animals? How's that relevant?
But that's not a social norm. A social norm is to eat meat.
But it was social norm for women to not have rights 100 years ago, for black people to be enslaved 200 years ago. Social norms don't make it right, do they? As we've seen throughout our history.
No. But
yeah, so
that's
if it's
when
this
time comes into play. So if further in the future it's not cool to eat meat, I won't eat meat. Probably,
okay, so
but
then
that's probably
which
by
side
the
of
time I'm
history
dead.
do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the side of oppression? Will you continue oppression? Do you just want to be a follower of what everybody else does? Or do you want to be a person who thinks for themselves, realizes that it's wrong, and changes?
Yeah, that's why I eat meat.
Well, why do you mean that because you're a follower?
No, because I don't want to be a follower. That's the trend.
But you're doing-
vegan,
but
so
you're
if
do-
I'm staying eating meat.
What do you mean?
then
That's 1% of people are vegan. The trend is for people to eat meat. That's what people do. So if you want to be a follower, you do exactly as the industries do to you. because they tell you to consume animal products. Red meat is carcinogenic. White meat is carcinogenic also. They just show the study today
Bro,
these
he
days.
left me. Chill, my dad left me.
I'm just like, I'm failing to understand exactly, because you literally are doing what everybody else does, and you're saying you're not a follower. When you say it's wrong to do this to them, you're saying might as well do what I've always been doing, which is following everybody else, which is somebody told you to do what somebody told you to do.
Well, I think when I start buying my own food, you know, doing my own cooking, then maybe I'll really think about it and change. But for now, I just eat what's on the dinner table, and that happened to be
So
me.
if it's a dog on the dinner table, you're gonna eat that.
What you don't know won't hurt you.
But you do
But
know.
if I
What
know
if you
it's a
did know?
dog, then I won't eat it.
You don't eat. So it's
But
not.
that's
so
not
that's not
normal.
true, is it? Huh? So if a dog is on your dinner table, you wouldn't eat that. But if a cow is on the dinner table, you would eat them. So you see, it's not actually you eat what's on the dinner table. You still make a judgment call whether you want to eat it or not. So why don't you respect these other animals? Don't you think they deserve respect?
Yeah, probably. But I don't have no argument not to eat it or to eat it. I just eat it.
So you're just doing what somebody told you to do.
Basically.
Yeah. So
Do you smoke
so how are
cigarettes?
I don't know. So how is it that? How do you see yourself as not being a follower when you're just doing essentially what everybody else does?
Well, everyone's a follower in some way, I think.
Well, no, you can't think for yourself.
But everyone's following something.
Yeah, but you know, in this, I don't really care if you want to be a follower or not. Far be it from me to judge people who want to be followers. I don't care about that. The idea is when you're a follower that literally commits violence towards others, I think you should not be a follower of that, because this is violent towards animals, is it not?
Yeah, I suppose. But don't they kill them in a humaneness way? You know, like they kill
What's a
'em
humane way
I
that
meant-
you would want to be killed?
Shit, I don't want to be killed.
Why do you think an animal wants to be killed?
I don't think they want to be killed.
So then how could
But I
it
don't
be
think
humane
they
for us
know.
to take their life?
Well, that's like comparing a human to an animal. You think that's a fair comparison?
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm losing bad. I'm
Yeah, we
I don't have an
But
argument.
this isn't a losing or a winning, man. Listen, because it's not about me losing, you winning, me losing. The animals are losing in this process. They are the ones who are exploited and killed for us. I'm not here to say that I'm better, you're worse. It doesn't. None of that shit matters. What matters is that when you're making a choice like this, one innocent animal gets exploited and killed for you. And as you say, you wouldn't want to die. There's no reason. So why would you pay for others to die? Like they also don't want to die. We know that they don't want to die.
Do we really? Well,
We do,
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess that's fair to say.
You got 2 minutes, compadre.
Well, it was just nice talking to you.
Let me just give you a card, okay, before you go. Can you just promise me you'll watch The Minion or the most important speech you'll ever hear? They appear if you scan the QR code.
No, I can't promise. Well, I don't have internet where I am.
Not right now. When you watch it, okay?
So what is this? It's gonna tell me not to eat animals?
It's just gonna show you what you're paying for, just to be sure that you're okay. That you're
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
Hello.
Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me? Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yes, yes, why not?
What's your name?
Belbe. Like Barbara, Belbe.
Belve.
Belbe, yeah.
I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
Animals are real necessary in my life. All the time in my life I had a cat or two, yeah. My cat now is called Molemots. It's a Norwegian big boy cat, and we love it so much. He's so cool and so, yeah, I love him. We love him.
Do you think what's his name?
Molemots.
Molemots.
Molemots, yeah.
So if Molemots were to be born, but
Yeah.
not to you, not as your pet companion. If he was born, and I would find him on the street and kill him, would that be okay?
No,
No. No.
it's not okay to kill animals.
No. But if Molemots, right? That's
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
cute name. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So, but if Molemots were in the same situation as I just described, they're on the street, but they are not born a cat this time. They're born a cow, a chicken, or a pig. Do you think it would be okay for me to kill them?
No, no animal should be killed. Yeah, no
Do you-
animal.
Do you think that when we consume animal products like meat, like eggs, like fish, like
Yeah.
milk, cheese, all of these, do you think animals are killed for us in this process?
Yes, most time they are killed for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Western world, I think, and Asia, and yeah,
Everywhere.
And in some countries, maybe only to survive.
Do you think we can live without eating these products?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So we can make different choices, right?
Yes, we have the choice.
Yeah, we have, because just like Molemuts,
Yeah.
he has a personality. He feels. He
Yes,
he,
yeah,
he
yeah.
wants to do things, right?
Yes,
All of these
yeah.
animals feel the same way. We a lot of the times don't realize just how similar they are.
Yeah, no, I think they are really intelligent, but you can't, because they have no language, or they have their own language, but not ours.
Yeah.
And I think they are really, they have feelings, they have heart, they have, like humans.
Exactly.
They are humans, yeah.
Exactly,
yeah, they are.
exactly. And don't you think it's wrong then for us to farm them, for us to bring them to life only to kill them?
No, it's abusing.
Yeah.
It's an abusing story, yeah. I
Yeah.
think we can live without animal killing.
Yeah. So I don't care what you did in the past, but going forward, is there any reason why you would continue buying animal products?
Yes, because animals are enjoying our life, yeah. Animals have a soul, yeah. They exist like we humans, the same, yeah.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. Are you vegan? What does
Not
that mean?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think that going forward, you can be moral while buying an animal product?
No, it's not. It's unmorality. No.
Yeah.
You have to know, I was growing up on countryside with my parents, grandparents. We are 11 people at home. And my grandparents had a farm, a little farm, 10 cows, maybe 20, what's the name? English, chicken, yeah. That we have eggs, yeah. We only produce it for eating ourselves, the family. And I think it was okay because in this time I'm born in 1957. There was not so many consume things. You can't buy not so many things. We don't abuse this. And
But
so,
nowadays, we have so many products that we don't need to farm animals at all, right?
yeah, and these products who we can buy, they are too cheap. Yeah. I think a kilo pork meat should cost 50 euros. Yeah, and that's maybe the cost why it's going back to eat only about the price. You can reduce the consume of meat. Yeah.
Do you think that, because you said you're not 100% vegan, I'm
No.
assuming you still consume some animal products?
Some fish, I like fish. Sometimes beef, sometimes, but in a low.
But do you think that these times when you choose it, even once a week or once a month, that innocent animal that was killed for you, don't you think they didn't deserve that?
What's deserve? I could live without pork or fish or
Exactly.
but not without plants, vegetables.
without- exactly, exactly.
I love vegetables and salad and like tomatoes or green salad or cucumber or cauliflower. Yeah, and it grows all over the world. Yeah. You can plant it on your rooftop. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
So from now on, are you gonna go vegan?
I think it makes me really brain sick to talk about this because I feel schuld. What's schuld? German. I feel not good
Yeah.
when you talk to me about this because
It's normal.
it hurts my heart. Yeah.
That's the reality. That's how we should feel about it.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
very
yeah,
sad.
yeah.
And I don't blame you for any of this. You probably grew up in the same society that I did. we all grew up in a society where we were taught to eat these animals. We were ingrained in this. Like you have to eat this, you have to eat this.
Yeah,
But at some point we gotta acknowledge the responsibility we have, right?
yeah, yes. We have possibilities to do it in another way. I think
Yeah.
that's necessary, and each people in the world have to think about this. You don't need it because you need minerals, you need carbons a little bit, you need fat, but you cannot consume it in another wise, not by killing animals. Yeah,
We can eat plant-based products,
yeah,
right?
it's too easy.
It is.
That's a fact. It's so easy to buy. We are overcrowded with products from animals. That's the way. When you suddenly make the supermarkets without animal products, the people would buy other things because you have to eat that you can exist. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but going forward, if it's easy, how many more animals should be exploited, killed on your behalf from now on?
I think no animal should be killed. Yeah. No.
Appreciate
No.
That means going vegan.
Yeah.
Let me
okay.
give you a card. Let me
Yes,
give you a
yeah,
card that will
yes,
help you
yeah.
out with that. So if
Okay.
you scan this QR code,
Yes.
there's a thing there called Challenge 22.
Yes.
They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
help you go vegan for free.
Okay. You're vegan.
I'm vegan. Yeah.
Okay.
You have any
that's-
questions for me? I am
no,
vegan. Yeah.
what's this for an organization? It's about a big organization. You
No,
got
I'm
the
doing this on my own. I'm also an animal rights
okay.
activist, as I said.
Yeah, like I give money for PETA. I give money for local cat help.
Yeah.
In our country. And
I mean, you obviously care about animals. You do. It's just keep
Yeah,
in mind that
yeah.
even once a week or once a month, when you consume fish or eggs or anything, one
Yeah.
animal was used and
Yeah,
killed. for
yeah,
it.
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can
Okay,
always choose something
yeah,
else.
okay,
I
yeah.
appreciate you. You're such an open-minded
Yes,
person. I like you a lot.
yeah.
You said Barbara or
Yes, you can say Barbara.
Barbara.
It's easier. The Dutch people and English can't speak my name. Also say Barbara. Yeah.
Yeah. So Barbara, I think I spoke to a lot of people today. You seem like the most open-minded person I spoke to today.
I have time, and so I can speak with the people. I'm here on holidays by my family. The children have holidays, and I have a day off, and so I can do what I want. Yeah, and it was nice to meet you.
Same.
Yeah.
It was same.
Yeah.
I just hope you understand that if you can do it, if you're open, if you understand this perspective, you have more of a responsibility to
yeah,
act,
yeah.
right? Like, cause like a lot of people don't know any better, but you seem to know.
Yeah,
better,
yeah.
okay?
2 people in my family don't eat fish, don't eat meat, they are vegan.
Yeah.
The child from my cousin, she is now 13 years old. She never eat animals.
That's
And
it.
she always looking on the packages when she buys something if there is animal products inside. Or the smaller grandchild, she's 11 now. She don't like meat. She don't like Wurst, yeah.
Yeah, like sausage, yeah.
She eats. Yeah, she's nearly vegan. Sometimes a little bit kibbeling, but yeah.
You can make that vegan
Yeah.
if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Kibble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Barbara. Have an
Yeah,
awesome day.
Yeah.
And
And your name is
Chip.
Chip. Okay. Chip.
Be vegan, Barbara, because you're
Yeah.
awesome, okay?
Good time for you.
Have a good one. Bye. Oh, it's 4:20. No, I gotta go. 4:20. Good time to stop also. 4:20. Good time to smoke up. No, but I gotta go and do other types of activism. Yeah. I'm another activist this year, so I gotta. No, I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I think I want to give a shout out. Who was the first person to comment last time? Can somebody please tell me who was the first person to comment last time? I forgot. Sorry. It's been a little bit of a weird time. 4:20, blaze it! Yeah, no, we're gonna go and speak against animal exploitation for the use of fur and leather in front of a store, and then maybe we're gonna go for foie gras. So It was Stone. Okay, says Draculum. Okay, thank you, Draculum. I trust you. I don't remember if it was you or Draculum. If it was you, Draculum, or Stone. It's always between you two. So we have this competition that we do on the channel, that the first person who drops a comment on the stream gets a shout out. The first person who dropped a comment last time, it was Stone. Thank you so much, Stone, for dropping a shout out. Thank you so much, Draculum, for always. Yeah, I mean, dude, you were 3 seconds afterwards. That's still pretty good. Ben asked, why did you go vegan? Why did I go vegan? I just like listening to debates. I listened to vegan debates and I realized I'm a hypocrite, and I don't like being a hypocrite. I don't want to live as a hypocrite. I've always been a type of person who follows my values, who likes being in line with my values. I can't just ignore data. I can't just ignore, information or the values that I have, or I can't just not participate in things, right? So that's how I became vegan, by listening to debates and realizing, after a week of debates, I think it was, every single time I just listened and listened, and at some point it just clicked into my head that what I'm doing is wrong. I can always choose something else, and that I should change. And change was as easy as just not throwing away any animal products that I had, but literally just buying other products. And I bought all the products. I find it exciting to discover what I like, what I didn't like. It was very easy. The only difficult part about being vegan was the discussions with people, because most people get triggered when you tell them you're vegan. Most people, like I had friends when I told them that I'm vegan, like I just told them that I'm vegan, and I had friends who literally, their reaction was, you're not better than me. That was their reaction. You're not better than me. How the hell is that a good one? So yeah, that's the difficult part about being vegan, if you ask me. But otherwise, being vegan is very easy, everybody. So don't think that way. It's very, very easy. Invest on no-kill meats, Chip. I invest veganism is not about killing animals. It's about animal exploitation. When I speak to people about killing animals, I do it because that's, maybe some people have a language barrier and this is the only thing that they do understand, or they can kind of understand the horrific, because exploitation is such a complex thing that most people don't really understand what it is. When people hear exploitation, they think of this oppressive system. Even oppression, when you think about it, they think of governments doing something bad to the citizens. But oppression literally just means being cruel or unjust and exercising your authority in that way. They don't want to feel bad like people. It's like murder in small towns. They want to sway away from under the rug. Yeah. So you decide what is and isn't moral to others, says Veritas. No, Veritas, if you respect human rights, then veganism is just a logical extension of human rights towards animal rights. It means allowing them basic right to not be exploited, to not be enslaved, and to not be killed by us, especially knowing that we don't need to do any of it. So stop it. Yeah. So as Utop says, veganism is a philosophy and a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practical, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty towards animals. That's it. That's what veganism is. So yeah, what did I do with that? I also became an animal activist afterwards, because I like fighting for something that I believe in, and I do believe that animals deserve rights. And if you yourself think animals should be respected, animals deserve rights, then you should be vegan and should be an activist. It's as simple as that. That's it. You should be an activist. Chip, where can I find the most important speech in the video? So Sam Games, you have the links in the description of the stream. Maybe one of the mods will also drop it here. I appreciate you asking. There are links in the description of this stream right now. If you're on desktop, you can see it. If you're on mobile, I think you have to press the button info to see it. But there are links there. Also, somebody maybe will drop a link, a mod will drop a link here and see it, but if not, there's in the description. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope, Chip, where can I find the video and the speech? Ask Sam Games. Erwin, the vegan plant Erwin, can you please drop a link to the speech by Gary Yourofsky? Yeah, thank you. So Erwin just dropped a speech right now. I am Mexican. I eat menudo. When is the lining of a cow, which is the lining of a cow's stomach? Ugh, that's disgusting. Animals deserve to live. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I'm dietitian, so you should know that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Have an awesome day. If you're vegan, just to speak up for the animals. If you're not vegan, go vegan. Stop exploiting animals. Don't be that person, okay? Respect animals. Simple. Animals deserve respect, not exploitation, okay? You can't respect and exploit them at the same time. Thank you so much for the moderators who did an excellent job. Chip, see you tomorrow, says Anik. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. If you don't like me, that's okay. Please subscribe to the channel anyway. Continue coming and hearing the conversations. Maybe you'll understand something from it. Maybe it will finally click in your head that it's wrong to do what we do to animals. If you do like me, also do that. Regardless of what you think of me, regardless, think about the animals, think about the victims, and make different choices. That's all I'm saying, okay? It's not about me, it's about them, okay? And the only reason why I want you to subscribe to this channel, outside of because, you know, I like the idea of more people following me. I like this idea, I'm not gonna lie. It gives me a little bit of hope when I know I did street outreach and more people subscribe. It's something in my brain that I got ingrained to. Outside of that, there's also the fact that when you keep coming, you keep hearing arguments, and maybe you understand it a little bit better. That's all it is. Thank you so much, everybody. Braveheart says love you. Braveheart, right back at you. See you in the next one. And yeah, congrats again, Tono, being the first to comment, okay? See you in the next one. When will the next one be? Probably tomorrow it will be, if I'm not mistaken, right before I do street outreach, a little bit earlier than today, because tomorrow we're going to have a We the